Howdy waving hand.
Through the eyes of my peers.
I think you are muted.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you. Yeah, amateur hour yet again. Yeah, bit excited and trying to get it all together and like I said, today is going to be a busy day. But yes, welcome viewers. Here we are again with our Galleon of Ghouls event for this third weekend, and going to go ahead and try to keep the broadcast. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot to juggle. And I hadn't really pulled this up yet on the YouTube to make sure everything's good to go. But yeah, so like I said, we're going to try to keep things limited to hopefully 2 hours a day. And if there, hey Rose, good to see you. Definitely. But yeah, we're going to keep it limited to like 1 to 2 hours roughly at the most here till 3 o'clock, and definitely some priorities to attend to, but definitely I'm glad I had the moment here to share in this situation with everyone in this event, and been having some great conversations on the Discord with Rose and Wadidja and other fellow Tenno. It's been a great time, which reminds me, if there are any discussions that
beaming face with smiling eyes.
Ahmed, welcome yet again, another fellow Tenno who's been enjoying good conversations and posts and discussions on Discord. Like I said, I've got it with Did You Enjoy Discord?
Are you enjoying the view?
And please do stop through and enjoy the great conversations and posts that we have going on over there. And if there's anything that I need to sort of cut short a little bit at the end of the broadcast, you can definitely continue those conversations on Discord as well, or in the chat. Not the chat, but the comments and replies to this video if it's something that pertains directly to it. Let me just go ahead and check something real quick here. And while I do that, I will just pull up the build that I'm running here for the event. 1 second. But yeah, as you see, I've got everything tricked out for maximum survival.
Welcome viewers.
With rejuvenation, sure-footed, armor here, vitality, prime vigor, redirection, adaptation, resilience, armored agility, and fast deflection with this arcane barrier and Aegeus. That's pretty much all that's going to really be available to us in the event. Now you do get the benefit of your Archon shards, which I have this for returning health on blast damage, shields when enemies are killed, and then we have health regeneration, shield capacity increase, and armor increase. So I mean, so far it's come together well. I haven't had any issues on going down or being down or needing to be revived, so it's been really swell in that regard. But yeah, if anybody's got any wants to join in on the mission with me, because we're going to go ahead and get the Orokin Reactor and Orokin Catalyst. I'm not sure if they both come in at the same time or you have to do it more than once to get it, but also to those who do not have the Stratos emblem, it's there. Yeah, bet. Okay, great. Let me, like I said, we get the Stratos emblem too if you haven't received that.
Unfortunately, I cannot join this time around. Swinging by to say hello.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, no worries. And thank you very much for, tuning in and sharing in what time you have for it. This is great. But yes, got one out for Bandito. I haven't talked to Temple, but they may want to join. Let's just check first on who all's
to join you, but I passed here to say hi for you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you again, Ahmed. All right. Thank you. It's always lovely. Thank you. Like I said, everybody, those who can join.
And have fun.
Oh, all right, Rose. All right, thanks for stopping through. Definitely you too. Enjoy your day. Have fun too. Always enjoy. Let's see here. Let me just give it a second here to see if it's anybody else that may want to enjoy. And I'll invite Bandito to the orbiter and see if... let me just check something real quick here. This is what Bandito's rocking today. Looking good, looking sharp. Let's see. I want to go ahead and try to see if I can't add a thumbnail to the video the way I have been doing, and see if that may help with people knowing what the broadcast is about. But yeah, he's looking good with this. He's looking good. There are his stats. Check that out. Time played. Wow. Check you out, man. You're doing it. You're doing it. That's what's up. And I decided to go with a default look for author well, my other potential author today. This other potential author is more directly linked to or exact of our default author or NPC that's in the Halavania Mall, but you know, he is an Umbra of sorts. Got the Umbra arm piece there, and I have this radio blind built with that too, just to have fun with the role play of it. And I do miss the Exalted Blade element where you know, despite Umbra's cool howl, but it's cool that you kind of have a best of both worlds, because when you do the spin attack, you see it. So it's cool. It's cool. And but yeah, this is what we're rocking, looking at like here. In a second. But yes, again, if there's anybody tuning in that would like to have an invite for the event, please do to join us. Because, you know, one thing I'm going to go ahead and do too is see, you know, just with a couple of missions, what the drop rate is for the parts. Because I believe this weekend, though you can't get the blueprints, which will be available, I believe it's on, you know, the Plains Vitalon through various different bounties on Cetus. You can get blueprints and I believe parts through that one after the event is over. But during this third week with the event, we have access to the parts that will drop as a reward from the reward table. Randomly is what you're going to get for all both weapons that were available to us. And let's see, let me just check here. Trying to see if I can't get this image down here. Yeah. So yeah, definitely if folks need parts, they're going to be available. And of course you get the benefit of that Orokin Reactor and Orokin Catalyst doing so. But I do recall another fellow Tenno, Vivian Harlow, was talking about wanting to join in, so I don't know if
I still need to play around with that new sword and shield.
Okay, bet. Which sword and shield are you referencing exactly? Let's see. Tell you this. Several little steps to actually trying to get
Some blood, I think.
Okay, right.
Event.
Right. Definitely. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really enjoy any of them either. You know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the master rank points as well as the you know, the experience with them. You know, see what they're about. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Matter of fact, I need to go ahead and Oh, you got the ephemeral fort too. Nice, nice. Look at that. But yeah, I haven't collected the attack and luck. Yeah. Okay. Right on. Right on. That's why I was sitting there. Well, I was like, which one? And I'm like, it's this. Yeah. It's got a shield too. I hadn't really registered that point. Yes. Like I said, hadn't had a chance to really enjoy what's up with it. Let's see here. Take a quick look. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. There it is. Uh-huh. Yeah. See, I hadn't even pulled it from the foundry to recognize the point of the shield too. Nice. Nice. Very nice. All right. All right. Yeah. A lot of good stuff here. Was it attack and lug and the what was it called? The
I really like the design of it. Very sleek.
Definitely, mad cool. What was that? Was it a primary weapon that we got first? The Tomcat. I think that's how it was pronounced, maybe. Or was that what was that thing? I thought it was. What was that Tomcat exactly? Oh man, brain here, trying to keep up. Was that another melee weapon? So we got 2 melee weapons for the event, I think.
Tomcats are in the melee category.
Yeah, I'm about to just realize that. As well as. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. It's a melee weapon. Yeah, so we got 2 melee weapons for this event. All right. So yeah, like I said, you should be dropping parts for it. But yeah, I wish we could bring our pets in because I got this nice little setup here for like a sibling, so to speak, or another potential version of Kalamos here. So this came together with the different customizations that we have available. What did I use for the base here? This ash gray and this rock brown for the skin, for the veins in the skin, and I use this. Which one was it? Yeah, this princely gold for both of the armor here, and it does also to create color on the nose and whiskers and claws, and went with this color for the blue. Which one? Where is it at? Ah, yeah, here it is. This Hyanth blue for that, and went with this color. This color I tend to like for it to express the void color. But yeah, this came together really nicely. But yeah, well, Benito, we'll go ahead and jump on into a mission. And like I said, if anybody wants to go ahead and join us, they can. Feel free to do so. And we'll see what the drop chances are like for the weapon parts to whatever degree we can.
Sounds like a plan, cowboy hat face.
Right on. Yeehaw! Yeah. Yeah, this looks cool. This is cool. All right, let's go ahead and let me just double check to see if well, I'll send a message. No. Hold on. Let me see. Communications, friends. Let's see. Talk. Let's see. Up for fun invite for a few missions for call it for a few event missions. Yeah. But yeah, another thing too I was working on slightly through the week was finalizing my renovations on my dojo, because we got some really cool, we got a lot of good Tenno who have joined Clan Invictus, and wanted to make sure everything was all fit and ready. But we got Maga 1 Mando joined recently, and his Dragon Ilgo, and Base Occasion, aka Quentin, who's all been fairly relative new members, and as well as Aishin. It's been really cool having them all part of the my Ghost Clan, which means that I have, let's see, and this actually here is my wife. She hasn't played for quite some time, but she helped co-found my clan too. But yeah, that was she was a Valkyr main, so I gotta hip her to the rework that's coming through on Valkyr. She'll be probably be interested. Don't know if it's going to be enough to get her back in on it, but it's cool that her character is still there. And but yeah, before the end the broadcast, I'll do a swing through of the dojo and show you how I finalized everything. It's like I said, it's come together real well. So yeah, Bandito, we'll go ahead and ready up for the event. We are going to be going to Mars and to get her done, as they say here in Georgia. I remember when I moved here, was it, good gosh, I don't know, 51, yeah, like 31 years ago, in my 20s, when I first turned, yeah, I was almost 21, and I heard the term "get her done." I was laughing my ass off. It was funny. It was actually funny, like get her done. That and sweet tea, because up north where I moved from was Baltimore, Maryland. We'd say, can I have some, some iced tea? And like, unless you specified no sugar or plain tea, you got sweetened iced tea. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no thing of, you didn't have to specify that you needed it to be sweetened. But yeah, it's like I came down here. I remember I asked for some iced tea, and they gave me some plain iced tea, no sugar, no in a cup with some ice. I was like, what is this? I was like, you got any sweet tea? And they were like, oh, you mean sweet tea? And I'm like, yes, let me have some of that sweet tea. Yeah, let's do that. So it was great. Where are we at here? All right, I think we got to go this way. Is it this way? Where we gotta go? Which way do we go, George? Are y'all down here? Wait a minute, what? Hang on. Maybe they're not down here. Hold on, let me pull up the map. Why does this look... Alright, here's some screams. Maybe they're in the right direction. Oh, okay, here we go. Get him! We gotta run it, boys! Gals!
That's your lot.
And folks, they're in. Alright. Yeah. Got him. Yeehaw.
Back in the bag, ghoul. I'm never letting you out.
Alright, it's a race to the finish. See if I cannot get hung up in these curves.
It's kicking off.
Oh, I should have transferred.
Stream wasn't showing for a bit, but I'm watching.
Oh, hey, Arlo. Okay, great. Ah, shit. That's right. Can't transfer. Shit. Ah! There's more than one way to get across. If I'm getting hung up on these curves. There we go. Yeah. All right, Harlow, are you jumping in on a run here on the mission? Vivian Harlow. I can shoot you an invite after we're done here.
Saved us both from a future headache.
Wow, so I got, okay, we got a Tomcat blade. Okay. Let me move my camera. Oh, the temple, shoot me in, I have about there. Oh, okay, great. We can invite Temple too.
Yay, just let me log in real quick.
All right.
Operator,
no worries.
Your attention.
I'll go ahead and shoot an invite to Temple here. It's great that you can join. All right, Bendito, let's give him a moment here to come on in. But yeah, that is fun. I ain't received no communication. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you get both the Orokin Reactor and Catalyst and Stratos Emblem all in one for just doing one mission. Wow. Okay, that's great. But yeah, we'll go ahead and see what do a couple more just to see how the drops are coming through, and then if it's any particular mission anybody would like to run, we can run a couple real quick, and you know, like I said, I'll go ahead and show what I've got going on for my dojo renovations too. Let's see, and I'll invite Bendito to the orbiter real quick while we work that out. Oh yeah, but yeah, I still haven't seen. Actually, hey Bendito, let me slip over to the Drifter camp because I want to check something out. I mean, I hope this will take us both over there. Let me see what happens. Dragon Hill, Dreamy, welcome, fellow Tenno. Welcome. Good to see you in chat. Definitely. Hold up. Do we still have Bendito? Oh, I lost you. Hang on, Bendito. Let me get you back. I think I can invite you here. And
Gave me the connection lost prompt lol.
Alright. Okay. Got you back. Yeah, I can invite you to the orbiter here. Like I said, I'm still not all that well versed with the whole invite thing to the orbiter in the camp, but that's cool. So you should be able to walk around in the camp too, because like I said, I've got several of these chairs hooked up to hopefully get opportunities to see.
Wi-Fi sometimes. Hold on, it'll work a sec.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, I've got several of these chairs set up, and I even have a chair here at the Drifter camp to see if something may happen with Wally. But I doubt that we'll see Wally with other Tenno in the in this instance. I believe Wally's only going to appear when there's only one Tenno in an instance. Okay, we got Temple. Awesome. Welcome.
Can you hear me?
And then we'll have Harlow, Vivian Harlow, join us as well. But yeah, it's like this thing with the chairs to me is just super dope. I mean, like a lot of people have had opportunities where they, have seen.
Operator, did you hear that? It said.
The man in the wall, aka Wally, the indifference, the so-called indifference, and but yeah, I've yet to receive. Hey, welcome, Temple. Welcome. Good to see you, Volatile. Yeah, looking good. Oh, that Valbon? Let me see. Yeah, Temple's got Vauban hooked up. Nice. Looking sharp. Look at that. All right. Oh wow, I wanted to get that heirloom emblem, man. I slept on it. I mean, I thought it was always going to be available, and they were like, nah, it's limited. But you know, D checked themselves on that, and was like, you know, we won't do that again with the heirloom sets. But that's great. That's great. Pillars and strategies, love it. Looking great. Let's see here. Let's see if Harlow's in.
Thank you.
Are we, Vivian Harlow, are we friends in game? Too? Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Still logging in? But yeah, I see you're online too there, Dragon. Like I said, if a spot comes open, if you want to join or run a mission for something in particular before the end of the broadcast, we could rock with you too. Let me see.
I haven't shown yet cause PlayStation being funny with Wi-Fi.
Right on. It could take a moment. No worries. I mean, we got a moment here. Plus two, the fact that you can play is what's great about that. So it's all good. I wonder what's your okay, here, I think this is your in-game name. G Harlow. Yeah. All right. I like the mask. I like how you did that. That's the Wolf of Saturn 6, I believe, headpiece there. That looks good with that. I like that. I like that a lot. That came together really well. Rocking X-Cal. Running with Volt for the most part. All right. Nice.
This is my low-level account.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you have more than one. Interesting. That's an investment of time. You can merge them too, I believe. But yeah, I mean, you can have two. I mean, to experience it separately. But I tell you, I look forward to one day. I'm sure it will be a good bit in the future where we can have a new game plus, essentially within Warframe, where we get the benefit of all we've ever done, but then we can restart the journey again and relive the role play experience anew in an interesting manner. So, but yeah, everybody's looking sharp. Loved it. But yeah, I think that's what that was.
I'm just doing some star chart to get my next quest. I like having the broadcast in the background.
Right on. I like you being here
And
too.
Look up the other account, Blaine82.
Oh, okay. I would probably need the end designation, like hashtag blah blah blah, to actually look it up. But in friend request you. But definitely whichever account you're on, if you get in on that account, you can send me a friend request on it. Like I thought I had. Oh, you know what? I don't think I ever did decide to get it, because it's actually. Let's see, wait a minute. Okay, there's Harlow. All right. Harlow's in the mix. Did you want to switch your Warframe around or get set up in some particular way for the event? Like I said, I'm all hooked up with extra armor, shields, and all that good stuff to keep from dying.
Welcome.
Was it offerings? Wait a minute, let's see. Appearance.
I'm set up. This account runs Steel Path.
Oh, great. I thought that Wolf of Saturn 6 was a cosmetic piece that we could get. Hold on. Let me invite you to the orbiter real quick. And I thought that Wolf of Saturn 6 was an offering through. You get the Wolf Beacon. Where do I remember seeing that cosmetic headpiece for the Wolf of Saturn?
The Wolf Helm was from Nightwave.
Right. But I thought it was always available. I guess it's limited as to when it will show up, because I'm not seeing it, unless I'm overlooking it.
It cycles.
Ah, okay, bet. How many credits do I have? I only got 10. Okay, cool. I don't think I got it. I don't think I got that. Or maybe I did. Let's see. Let me just check real quick and then we'll jump into the mission. Yeah, I don't have it yet. Because I hadn't been considering using it, but I mean, like, seeing what you did there is impressive. I like the way that came together. Good colors too. All right, let's go ahead and rock on out if everybody's ready, and we'll check out some more of these drop rates and see what we get.
New Nightwave soon. Just reminded myself I need to spend my creds.
Right on. Good. Yeah.
Could use it. Did you heard Bionicle Masks of Power Game and Team Cano High was shut down?
Hey, welcome Quentin, and fellow clan member as well. And Tenno, Mask of Power Game and Team Kanochi was. Yeah, I saw the post that you put up in Discord. Also to set up some. Right. I believe you referenced in the post too that you added in on Discord on that. Yeah, definitely. I saw that. Like I said to you in one of the messages, perhaps your ideas may reinvigorate and create a new interest for revive, shall we say, the interest for Bionicle. And but I have a good feeling that Warframe wouldn't be against incorporating something like that, because it fits very well in, and your concepts are just really cool. But also too, I set up some new topic servers on the Discord to help out with distributing and having a little bit more specific focused on certain topics. So like I did forward some of your imagery that you posted in the art section that I created. And wait, can we get him? What? Okay, that was strange. Okay. And like some of the videos you posted, in the cinema topic, and what else was it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and then there's an art one too, just for like in general type art, any type of art that may not be Warframe specific, the way we have the ones set up there. So you can check that out.
Got him. And
also too, Quentin, did you create a playlist for all of the Bionicle related videos or music type stuff? Like I said, it probably, always better to go ahead and have it set up in a YouTube playlist, and then I'll go ahead and just clean up some of the earlier chats and forward whatever to where it's necessary. But definitely take a look at the topic list that I set up. I mean, it's been really cool, being inspired by everyone and their, posts to have these different topic servers on the Wadidja Enjoy Discord. Which reminds me, I need to go ahead and post another link. I'm speaking about it for this.
For a Tenno maggot.
Oh, sounds good. I'll check it out.
Right on. Like I said, I already hooked you up with some forwarded on that. Oh, so this third weekend, I didn't even notice. So this you know what? I did see the fact that I was getting affinity for my secondary weapon. So we can use our own oh, snap. That's what's up. Oh, no wonder I'm doing more damage. Okay, so we got the tack and lug guard. All right. All right, so they're doing a nice distribution of parts for the drops. Sweet. Sweet, hold on, let me see something for a second. Oh, snap. Wait a minute. I'm not getting any affinity for my Ogris. Maybe it's for the other weapons, but not for the Ogris. It's still going to give us our default Ogris, but we can carry our other weapons. I gotta double check that when we go back in the mission. Sweet. Okay. I'm glad I ran these here. Let me still becoming, familiar with the Discord aspects of things. Let me let's see. I don't want to. Nope. Trying to remember exactly how I need to here we go. Copy link that way, and then post it here. Yeah, this is the
https://discord.gg/8jpnbzjd.
Yeah, that's the Discord link. But yeah, please do stop on through. Like I said, a lot of really, really lovely shares going on with everybody.
I'm making the Kodak blaster so I can make Toa Mari Holly Titanua fashion.
Nice, good for you. Nice. Well, there's a. Let's see. I'll get the link for it, but there's a topic server for your Warframe fashions, and then there's a separate one for
This is fun as hell.
Yeah. But yeah, it looks like we got the default Ogris. I can't switch to my other weapons, but it's interesting how, like, I remember seeing some affinity pop up for the Vesper, but of course not for my own personal Ogris.
Attention, you insolent ghoul corpse! This Tenno will blow up anything that moves until they find you.
All right, they're up. Temple is up. All right, we got him. We got to pray. Runner. Don't run from it now. Come on now.
It's not your oldest, they just give you an ogre's weapon, not including your own.
Right. So same as the last 2 weekends. But it's interesting how, like I said, the first time we ran this, I saw affinity for the Vesper, but I can't equip it though. Gonna do that too. All right, that's a wrap.
We are going to have a discussion.
Like I said, I mean, it's simple with what's going on with the mission, but I don't know, it's fun. It's just fun. Let's go. Ninja walk. I love the mobility system in this game. There's just so many different dynamics that you can use with it. Like there's nothing else like it on games. Nothing. Old man's not last.
Stay down.
I'm rarely ever first, but it's all good. It's all for fun. All right, nice.
This does not make
See what we get this
us
time.
allies.
We got the Concat blade again. Okay.
Understood.
We'll run like maybe 2 or 3 more just to see what the drops are like, and then we can run something else. And before that, in between, I'll stop over at the dojo real quick, and you all can see what's up with that. Well, actually, we'll see if there's anybody that wants to what mission they may want first, and I'll kind of close out the broadcast with a little tour of my finalized.
As much as I miss the old movement system, it's nice to fly around.
Yeah, No, I mean, like, the improvement on hellified improvement on the movement system. I'd say I kind of like the old school combat, sort of, just the basic elements that, like, in the beginning when I first started playing, like, almost 11 years ago now, the combat was a lot more direct, a lot more personal, in my opinion. The enemies weren't spawning, like, I don't know, just
like this stream.
Oh, thank you, Quentin. Thank you. It wasn't quite as, like, I don't know. That's the way I can kind of represent what was going on that we have now with the enemies. It's like a clown card. You know what I mean? It's like this infinite spawn of enemies. But, you know, it adds to the, you know, the quick, dynamic gameplay of things while, you know, giving you more drop chances for stuff, I guess, in a way. But the combat used to be far more direct and far more personal in a way. That's the best way I can kind of describe it. And that was the way it was too for the PvP aspects, when we had the solar rail conflicts. I mean, because like the elements of like blocking and parrying, deflecting enemy attacks, like you had more time to enjoy that element of the game. And, you know, whereas now you can still do all those sort of things like blocking, parrying, deflecting enemy attacks with your melee weapon, which, you know, but it like I said, because so much is happening, everything's happening so fast, and we have a different kind of variety to the way we can use our abilities and our weapons, and the, you know, just the flow of the gameplay, it kind of stagnates you to want to do certain things like parrying and blocking to a degree and deflecting enemy attacks back at them. But like I said, all that's available still to us. Like if I held up my melee weapon or my exalted blade with the caliber, it would actually block and deflect back attacks to the enemies. But yeah, back in the day, we used to be able to like trick that out in all kinds of ways. Okay, so we got the handle. Yeah, so it just seems to be a bit random as to which weapon you're going to get parts for, but they're coming through. So, but you know, what's nice is that we don't need to build extra weapons anymore because of the Omniforma. So, my recommendation is like I said, we'll run this 2 more times, and is to see what you know, when it comes to building out your weapon. Unless you know a mod is going to, or a mod slot is always going to have a specific polarity, my advice is Omniforma all the way, and that way you have as much build diversity as you can get, especially when it comes to weapons, companions, warframes, like any extra equipment, whether it's the you know, your Arcwing weapons, vehicles that we can mod out, you know, or the Necromet, Omniforma. And in that way, you know, when you want to do something different, you don't have any worries about or limitations as to what you're going to put in it. I just hope they start bringing us the ability to have different not arcanes, but Archon shards for different builds. That would be great. Because like right now, you know, we can have build diversity with the different mod slots with the Omniforma. We still need to go to the helmet anytime we need to switch out an Archon shard to do something. And to me, it's like, even if they increase the cost, maybe, you know, whatever, for putting in a Ditto down. Got your back. Even if they increase the cost to put in Archon shards, because, you know, we can now have multiple loadouts and builds with different Archon shards, that would be cool. But like with this event, I wanted to change out my Archon shards, so I gotta go through feeding, you know, Greedy Gut, you know, more resources to change it out. You know what I'm saying? And that can become expensive. And like, though I'm good on supplies and resources rather, because of the amount of time and the years I've played the game. Man, new players don't have that flexibility. Like, you know, they just really don't, because they're using resources to build things, and you know, trying to have extra resources just to feed the helmet because you want to change out your Archon shards for a build preference. That's hurtful. That's hurtful. So, I mean, I'm sure that's on the plate. You know, and I mean, I always put links for ideas in the descriptions of my videos as it relates of attack and left handle. And but yeah, it's it would be really helpful when DE does that, because I have a feeling they will, because I can't imagine that I'm.
Harlow is so difficult to catch up with to extraction.
Yeah, Harlow's on it.
Racing her that time, but it was no use. Face with tears of joy.
Right. She's Vivian Harlow is on it. She definitely on it, no doubt. Talk about the connection. Connection seemed fine. Rocking out. That's what's up. But yeah, the let me see here if so like, yeah, so Quentin, I added a music link or channel for or server topic on the Discord. Here's that, and I'm sure the chat, the text will be
https://disconnell/136109717025356931428410560349006.
All right, I'm gonna add two more just to reference it, but I mean, we'll enjoy the meme of the text to chat. Or speech to text, yeah. But yeah, the like, for example, like your music videos and stuff. I have a video, a link for that. You know, when it comes to like any of the Bionicle stuff, or just music videos in general, cinema things. Well, the music videos is with the music, okay. And then there's a cinema one for like animation or movies, short films and stuff like that, that we'd like to share, post about, you know, of anything that we've enjoyed. And like I said, I did an art, just an in general artwork one, because we do have like Warframe inspired, like, you know, artistic endeavors or things that you've done in Capture, the way Harlow has done, Vivian Harlow, and so we got a good variety of places to do things, and you know, we still have the topics not listed as well. Was that Harlow and Bendito at the finish, and me and Temple are getting hung up in these curves. I'm following Temple. Wait a minute. Oh, here we go. I see the finish line. We at, I think. No, still not there yet. That's not it. Here we go. We're there. All right. But yeah, that was fun. So yeah, we've got
I'm Omni, build up my Saren Prime.
Okay, cool, bet Quentin, yeah, Saren's your main.
https://disconnell/disconnell/136109717070253561848.
Yeah, Harlow, yeah, I mean, you've got some great stuff, great artwork.
Already.
Yes, excellent. Definitely. So is there a mission or any particular goal that anybody's trying to reach for something particularly, trying to level up a weapon or looking for a particular part from the relics? We can run a couple of missions real quick, because I've got about another hour. Yeah, is there a mission anybody wants to do? Okay, you want to run the sortie? Okay, cool. Everybody down with that? I'm good with it.
Got Netrachels to run, but he'll do that solo.
Right on. Okay, everybody's good with the, it looks like everybody might be good with the saute. It's the saute. Alright, so we got hijack, we got exterminate, and an assassination, or somebody gonna want to come after us after that. It's all good though. Alright, bet. Everybody's on board. Let's rock out. Get that saute. Oh man, it was great. It's right in line with the theme of
Ordis has been
today's for the event.
All accounted for.
You know, there's one thing, if you ever do get tired of doing Warframe for a little bit, I suggest maybe do a live stream of just watching Bio.
Ah, yeah, that's not a bad idea, because that goes right in line. Like I said, channels for you know, what did you enjoy? What did you do? What did you think? What did you enjoy? That's my motto. That's what's up. So, and I do enjoy the Bionicle lore and information therein. Like I said, it's really cool that you share that passion with us. And I'm getting hung up on curves and falling down. Where am I? Okay, here I am.
We need to take these cores into deep space for destruction.
Oh, okay, we only got the primary. All right.
Into an uninhabitable wasteland.
But I have the solid.
Core by cargo tram. Find the control console to reroute the tram.
Get my eyes focused.
Tenno, I am detecting a synthesis target. Use the synthesis scanner to track the creature.
I hear you, freak boy. Cephalon Samaris, I'm sorry. He's a freak for collecting information for his thing, man. He's a trip. He is freaking a trip.
With the Corpus and the Grenier, when one simple thing, build a big massive mess of curves, walls and bricks in Warframe gets stuck.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's Eddie Murphy back in the day, he had some his comedy was shall I say a little bit more graphic and vulgar to a degree than his comedy of his later years. But his first comedy stand-up performance, I think, was called Eddie Murphy Delirious. And it was, I mean, like, as a younger kid, I watched that with my mother and my grandmother. We were rolling in the floor laughing. I mean, it was hilarious. But you can't get away with half of what he used to say back then now. But, yeah, one of his jokes involved the line of getting hung up on some curves. That's where I get that from. But like I said, not necessarily referencing the direct joke of it, but just the line of getting hung up on curves suits very well with what happens trying to navigate.
Sounds funny.
Well, yeah, Quentin, it's a little much for you at this point, I think. But yeah, you know, check with your parents, make sure you're good with that. But yeah, you know, Eddie Murphy Delirious was definitely for a mature audience. But yeah, you know, I'm glad you do check with your folks on, you know, what's good for you and what they do permit. Because like I said, it doesn't sound like they're not gonna steer you wrong. Trust me. And it's a great thing that they take care in regard to what you are exposed to, what you come to know as you gain a mind of your own, you know, not saying you don't now, but just the further development of your own self and mind, and that maturing to the point of, you know, your readiness for everything.
In Cyberpunk, so I guess I can watch Berserk.
Well, if they gave you the permission, that's fine. But Evangelon and Cyberpunk, though they have their graphic elements, it ain't the same as Berserk. Berserk's on a whole nother level. It really is. And not the whole animation, but parts of it. Like there's a couple parts where it's like, ooh, okay, they went there with that. And so it's a bit much. It's a bit much. So what I like to do, even with my son, even with even though he's just 2 or 3 years old, I like to watch certain little programs first. Even if it's Daniel the Tiger, you know what I'm saying? I like to watch the episode and see what's up. And you don't want that surprise, Quentin. I'm for real. You don't want that surprise, bro. Your parents don't want that surprise. No, for real. I mean, certain things, it's not worth the surprise. Because the surprise tends to be kind of a horror show in it, or just can be damaging that in a way that's just not necessary. So yeah, just take my advice on just really sincerely. Like if you value anything I'm telling you, ask your folks to look into the point of Berserk or anything that any animation that you have in mind. I mean, if they don't have the time to watch it, they can also to look into what's concerning about it, or what might be controversial about it, because there's generally all kinds of information regarding how people will view or critique a particular
some
thing.
Things adolescents aren't ready to understand yet in media is all Quintian.
Yeah, Harlow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Quentin, listen to us, brother. Like we're not steering you wrong. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is good, well and good in its time and place. And you're not missing anything. Trust me, you are not missing anything. Berserk's cool. You can read up on it. You know what I'm saying? To in a general way. But again, without going into the specifics of what's going on, like just understanding the concept or the idea that's at play. But yeah, take your time. Take your time. It's
sanctuary target here, Hunter.
It's about the journey and not the destination in life. Trust it. I mean, the destination of any of it. I thought I was going to have to respawn. So like I said, it's about the journey and not the destination. Same thing with Warframe. You know what I'm saying? It's about the journey, not the destination as to what will be the end to Warframe or the adventure or the in-game content, because there's just so much enjoyment of what you can have along the way. Oh, nice. Got the target. Beautiful. I can use the points on the Syndicate. There's so much that can be had and enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? It just really is in life. So, enjoy it. Enjoy the journey.
Stay focused.
It's there to be had. But yeah, I'll after this, I'll show the build I have for this setup, because it didn't come into play earlier with the other mission, with the event mission. But I'm working with a combo build for the Exalted Blade.
Like character in Warframe.
Okay. Not as familiar exactly with which one you're referencing there. Like I said, I'm still.
Is broken. Well
done.
Damn. Now get to extraction.
They broken already. All right, wait a minute. Which way do I go? Okay. We broke them already. They are broken. I forgot what that came from too. That's a reference to one of those fighting movies. I'll break you. Thank you for the waypoint for the old man. I'm on my way. Which way did they go? Here I come. Ready or not, here I come. Gonna find you. What was that from the Fijis or something like that? Hopefully I didn't sing enough of that for to be a copyright or something on my video. Yeah, that's one thing I love about that Warframe isn't greedy. You know, DE, they're not greedy about this, you know, what they got going on and trying to make a profit.
Mission complete.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
Excellent work,
there's
Tenno.
no copyright to any of the music. You can use it however you wish. They don't monetize the channel on YouTube. I hope y'all running that later. I like Lua. Yeah, Lua's fun. Lua is enjoyable. All right, so I think we gone to the last one of this.
Inuyasha is my mom's favorite second anime.
Oh, great! It's nice that they enjoy it with you. Fantastic.
I'm about to unlock the War Within.
Excellent, Dragon L. Excellent. Yeah, I tell you, the journey is something else. But yeah, Inuyasha is great. I thoroughly enjoyed that anime. But yeah, Inuyasha is really cool. Really cool. Yeah, it's a trip how with a lot of these little animes, they always have this element of, I guess the best way to sum it up is unrequited love.
Okay?
Like, yeah. It's a bit okay. So you're not in it as much as your mom's. It's all good. But it's good that she takes an interest in it and enjoys it with you. That's cool. Yeah, my mother,
I just got understand it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, like, it's
There's a heavy unit approaching.
it's not that bad. You know, they deal with some time travel a bit. You know what I mean?
And eliminate the assigned target.
And
Counselor Vahek rose to power by eliminating his enemies on the Grineer Council. He now has near complete control, which makes him one of the most influential Grineer.
they deal with some time travel
By Grineer Marines.
a bit, which, you know, might confuse you to a degree.
I think it's gonna get a bit tasty.
God Eater was a good anime based on the games.
Oh yeah,
I was
God
hoping
Eater
it
was
got
cool.
more episodes, but sadly not.
Hey, let me check out the last part of that. Right, yeah, God Eater, right. Yeah. Yeah, because there's a video game too. I was thinking about messing with that, but like I said, it's. I'm only doing one damage on this.
By the Saren Spectre, ironic.
What kind of damage am I doing? Am I doing any damage? Aim at his face. Ah, yeah, right. Thanks. It's been a minute. That's right. He puts up his little shield shits. I'm getting 0 on my damage here. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm not trying to do this by myself. With the way I'm going about it at the moment.
Complete system domination make him too dangerous. You know what to do.
But yeah, the animes are a trip with their unrequited love, and like, you know, like a lot of them, like it's like nobody actually ever gets fulfilled. Right, Bandito. Shoot straight. Are we getting any damage? You think the blast from this would be helping? Okay, there we go. We get some damage. We're getting some damage. I don't know if my radio blind is. I don't know, that might cause him to close his shield.
Your turn.
Sometimes you can shoot his reactor in his face.
Right. Let me put this slow on him. Maybe that might. Come here. I don't know if my slow has the radius to affect him.
Counselor Vahek rose to power by eliminating his enemies on the Grineer Council. He now has near complete control, which makes him one of the most influential Grineer.
He also eliminated his generals too.
The Vahek is basically General Grievous.
Right. There we go. We're getting some damage.
Gotcha. Get some rest. You must be chin strapped.
I'm in the zone. I'm like, energy. Okay, shoot. 'Cause I'm hearing my Kubrow howling. Or somebody's Kubrow. I think I have the,
Can't wait for Ursa's Spider Warframe.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody looking forward to that. Like I said, it's hot. That is hot. What they have going on there, absolutely beautiful. Like I said, giving Silk, Spider Woman, all that some oh shit in the ground. Competition. Put down some ammo restores.
Target is down.
Yeah, we did. There we go. Trying to see if this slower work on him. I don't know if it really is though. Coughing it up.
It should be a long time before we hear
Coughing it up.
Bayhek's
Yeah, I
ugly
think with
voice
this
again.
assassination, we'll
You'll get
probably
to
get the Wolf of
extraction.
Saturn 6 after us. Wait a minute,
Marines inbound.
which is all good. Because, you know, anytime you... Oh, whoa, where am I at now? That's a dead end on the curve. Got some vault speed. Here we go. Yippee-ki-yay. Anytime you do an assassination, they
won't be bothering
send
us
somebody after you.
anymore. Let's get out of here.
Got an Exilus Warframe Endeavor. I didn't need them, but at the moment. But you know, it'll come in handy at some point. Appreciate it. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, GG's. Oh yeah, definitely, Temple. I'm glad you could join. Oops, no. Thank you.
I would
Yes.
like to be wrapped up in the web and have her gently kiss her hand on me like how Ridaka caressing her hands on toe of a comma restray.
Let me check that out a second. So you're looking forward to more. See what we're doing on time. Yeah, if it's anybody wanted to run if anybody wanted to run anything else, we can run something if they have something in mind. If they want to get, like I said, if you want to get a part, looking for a part with the relics, we can do that too. We got another spot open there. Who was that? Dragonil, if you wanted to join. Yeah, it seems like we probably all got the Exilus adapter on that. Be a Dragonil if there's something you wanted to run. If you're still listening in, we can run that with you. Or if anybody has a suggestion, I'll just type mission.
Netracho.
We could try the extra cell. Let's see. I've only participated in Netrocell like a few times. Well, I think like a handful of times, a little handful.
My
like
taste and interest in women is how I like my Bionicles characters. Sure.
Well, you're gonna be in it to win it, there, Quentin. And I mean, hopefully, you know, I would like to think that they would appreciate it. You know, as Eleanor has said, to be fully desired and appreciated. You know, several of the things she said, fully embraced, desired. What more could I ever want? Something like to that effect. But yeah. You know, it's a passionate. You know, always respect. You know, the boundaries and. You know, how they wish to share themselves. But yes, definitely applying yourself on that good, better, best. Never let it rest. Won't fail you on that one. But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, let's see. Now, were you talking about
squinting face?
Right. No shame in the game, brother. No shame in the game. Okay, we were thinking about doing Netrocell. Right. Wait, let me see. Hold on. I think I sent them an invite. Like I said, we think about doing Netrocell. Now, Netrocell, were you thinking about 1999 Netrocell or was it did I spell that right? Netrocell and whatever. Those are just two L's. My bad. But I think they got the point. That's a different mode. What, the 1999? Is a different mode, Netrocell. So you're talking about Sanctum Anatomica Netrocell, I think. Because I haven't done the 1999 one, but I know that there is a similar element to it, like the Sanctum Anatomica ones. Wait a minute. Okay, so I'm guessing that it's Sanctum. And then if I'm not mistaken. Okay, cool. Sanctum it is. Check. All right, let's all head on down to the Sanctum Anatomica. See what's up with Lloyd and the crew. And then there, and all of them bitching out Albert. Screw you, Albert. Let's see what's going on with oh, check it out. Fashion Drifter, that's what's up. It reminds me to let me put in the art Discord too.
Why can't I need whispers in the walls, Sry? https://discons/DISCORD.com/CHANNELES/1361097170253516921/13736718252736718252756213866.
Okay. That's right. Natural. My bad. I was confusing.
I blame Bionicle for my interest in women grinning face with sweat. Face with tears of joy.
No, it's all good. I was getting the Necroloid, the Archimedia. I was getting the Archimedia mixed up with the Netrocell. That's what I was doing.
For a little Netrocell action?
Is Dragonel going to join us for the Netrocell? Did we lose him? Okay, there he is. Okay, bet. There that reminds me. Let me show. I'd be interested. It'd be interesting to see how well this works. I think I'll be good for this Netracell with this build. But again, like I said, I'm running with this what I would consider a survival
done whispers.
Dedicated. Oh, so he can't. Okay, so he can't join us. My bad. All right. Oh, all right. Well, maybe next time.
Yep, got kicked again. It's Alra though.
Okay. All right. Well, after this, we could try to do something. We may have enough time to run something that's. I'll check with you after this. Like I said, we've got about another 45 minutes after this, so hopefully it's enough time. Hold on. My bad there, Dragonil. But yeah, so I had the survivalist build here, strictly dedicated on that tip. So be as snug as a bug in a rug on that end. This is what I'm doing in Exalted Blade here, which is, really focused on combo count and duration, critical chance, and not so much focused on status, but...
Shane, is there anything you need help with, Dragonil?
Yeah, Dragonil, let us know what's up with that, and we can rock out on that. And like I said, here's the build on the Ogris, the way I have it set up.
Or anything.
And this is what I'm doing on the Vesper.
More set up than I am currently, so you'll probably have to carry. It's alright, I'm gonna be hopping off soon anyways.
Okay, cool, bet, Dragonil. Well, definitely, I appreciate you tuning in and wanting to join in with everything too. But yeah, and this is what I have set on this Incarnate Prisma. So, we'll see how it goes. We got a lot of things, tools in the kit as far as what's up. I got my Vasca here, which in case I do drop, the Vasca with the transfusion will just pop me back up as long as, it's not refreshing. And got plenty of good gear for, deploying, Spectres and what have you to give us a hand and things. So yeah, we should be all right, I think.
Hi.
All right, let's see. Hold up. Okay, here we go. All right, let's rock out. See what we got. That's right. Once you do that, you got to go to the start gate.
The anchor hold, where Albrecht stored the key glyphs. Grab them. No wrong answers. They all suck.
All right.
But you're not cracking a Netracell without them.
See what we have. I was supposed to check what it was first. Frame curse key glyph? What the heck is that do? Activation and ability inflicts 50.
You got your glyphs.
All right.
So,
that's all right.
hit the terminal
I can handle that.
into the labs.
You can handle that. Let's go.
Off you go. Off with my feet up.
The Netracell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals. That'll help you zero in on it.
Got him.
If there's any time when Bionicles gets a live-action movie, they need the original voice actors for Ridaka and Toa no Kama and Toa Gale Nuva.
Well, hopefully they do. I mean, I'm sure they could use the work. You know what I'm saying? So, make that happen. In the zone.
Dropped him.
Rocking out. Do it.
We've got hostiles.
This is it. Use the key glyph and get ready for whatever happens next. That wasn't the right key glyph. Try again. Wrong key glyph. Try another.
Oh, I don't have the right one either.
Right door, wrong key glyph. Try a different one.
Who needs,
right door, wrong key glyph.
Aren't we all
Try
here?
a different one.
Hey, who's in here with us?
Wasn't the right
CRD, Apathy.
Wrong key glyph.
Yeah, I think they had. Do they have the glyph?
Wrong key glyph. Try another one. Right door, wrong key glyph. Try a different one.
Oh man.
That wasn't the right key glyph. Try again.
Yo, if you can hear us there, CRSD
Security's
Apathy.
freaking out. The Netracell doors won't open till you clear out the uglies around the entrance.
Okay, we good, we good.
I just hope Ridaka voice actors still have her beautiful hot voice, because if not, then I don't think it's possible for live action vehicle.
Ah, I got you. Yeah, it'd probably be cool. I mean, like I said, I hope that they, you know, stay true to everything, and you know, stick with the same voice actors, because you know, the characterization and everything is really important.
It's gonna get a bit tasty.
Albrecht's damn Necromites are reinforcing the Netracell. Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
You're done. I'll be right here.
That's right. I'm sitting there going like, why am I running out of juice so fast? That's right. I don't have any efficiency in this like I normally do, or my Hunter Adrenaline.
Some of the fan-made actors for the vehicle characters are not good. Some are most not.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that can happen. Sometimes you just gotta go with it. Be happy that they're at least doing something for it. But you know, there may be other people out there too thinking something different. Like, no, it's great.
You gotta keep going.
There'll be tears before bedtime.
it's interesting. This build, like I said, I didn't have it set up for this purpose, but it actually is doing fairly well.
Leave it out. Necromites are slowing us down. Find them, smash them.
Uh-oh. Yeah, they definitely going to be changing over to slam attack too. But I mean, to me, all the improvements or changes that are coming through that Pablo's hooking up, I mean, to me, they're all well within line and reason. Looking forward to it. Like I said, rework on Valkyr, changes to slam attack, you know, of course, spider frame. All that's looking good.
Cyberuk was sent for Wadidja.
Oh, really? Yeah, Harlow, you seem to be doing all right, though. You holding your own.
To the slam rework.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's gonna be gravy. It's gonna be gravy. Yeah, and I don't have. See, I don't have my.
There's a meme that I want to post on it to show how funny it is.
Okay, cool. Is it a different one than the one that you put up in the Discord? But you can post that up there too.
You're in.
But yeah, I saw that magnetic proc come through, wipe out my energy. Like I said, that's the reason why I use the arcane to prevent that. And y'all already in the spot, got all the loot.
I wonder what Albrecht planned on doing with that.
All right, well, we got her done. It's all good. We got time to do one more. I don't know.
There's so many, but I'm going to try to find a clip of the movie to show how simple was Cyberuk.
Okay. I know we can run multiples of these Netra cells. Did you all want to run one more? I have time for one more. Yeah, I left some goodies back here, but it's not probably no big deal. I'm just kind of greedy. Got the waypoint set up for the old man. Okay, cool. Bet. Saw the message. Here, I'm on my way. Here I am. Whoa, that is a window. There we go.
Another job well executed.
But yeah, we'll run another one real quick here. Lanthorn.
Like hell, if I was Cyberuk, I would simp for Wadidja as well.
Got her Azure.
A toothsome
Right.
which I believe you will find quite engaging.
Okay, so we gotta go up and re-trigger it.
Don't want to tell you your business. Be with you in 5.
Yeah, all right. Got an Azure joint. Yeah, like I said, I have fun doing this stuff. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Albrecht designed the Netracell's key glyphs to hobble anyone carrying them. Meat for the lab's defenses. But those same defenses will see you as undesirable. Easy come, easy go. To lead the anchor hold, you need all 4 key glyphs. Good luck to you. Ready? To leave the anchor hold, access that terminal. The Netracell is deep in this lab maze. Get control of a few terminals, that'll help you zero in on them.
That's right, I forgot I got this blight on this Prisma Scana. Incarnate Scana. Incarnate Prisma Scana, to be exact.
Stay down. There's a lot.
I don't know if I can get this on my own.
Your turn.
Did I get it, or did it? Huh. Oh, there we go. That ain't it.
Using the key glyphs will open the Netracell, so be ready. That wasn't the right key glyph.
I probably
Try
got it.
again.
I got 3 of them on my way.
We ain't done! Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
Contact!
Prisma Incarnate ain't bad. Yeah, I got this melee duplicate set up for this relentless combination duration combo build setup.
We appear to have angered the locals.
Yeah, Harlow, it's nice, it's nice. Yeah.
Scratch one.
Prisma Incarnate Scana. But yeah, it's cool to be able to rock out with it with the sort of role play I'm doing with this other potential author.
Something's going on with
more close to the
this thing down. Take him out. We ain't got all day.
Right. Yeah, I don't know necessarily if I have mine perfected, but you know, I spent my time with it to build it, to have it built up. Give it a little bit of min-max to it. Min-max, mid-max, you know, you get the point.
Takes care of that.
I hear it. Better? There we go.
Marking the map. Hostile contact. Engaging.
Eh? What? No. Waypoint was pointing in the direction of a wall. There we go. Oh yeah, the Naomi, the Nami solo incarnate. Nice. I don't think I've gotten that one yet. I kind of just focused at the moment on just getting, you know, the incarnates that I might default or like to enjoy at the moment, you know. So I have some pretty good. I tend to like the role play or enjoy like the Bratton, you know, the Skana, and what other one did I focus on? Like the Hate and the
Hit them till they stop moving.
some of the other like melee, well, the secondary throwing weapons. The names of which are kind of escaping me at the moment, but I think you know what we're talking about here. Yeah, the Nakana incarnate. It'd be nice that they gave something like a Skiajati incarnate. That would be fat. That would be dope. But I think that the incarnate's probably only going to be relative to like what the residents or the denizens of the Zariman had access to probably before they, you know, they left. I don't know. I mean, though, but because they're in our universe now, yet again, from the Void, they could incorporate any weapons to be incarnates, in my opinion, technically. So hopefully, it's not going to be limited to just weapons that they may have had access to before they left the Orokin system. But then again, like, depending on how you look at it, they could have had access to.
Zimmerman is similar to Dead Space.
Yeah, it has, yeah, of course, yeah, definitely, while they were in the Void, for sure. And especially dealing with the nightmare of, you know, the psychosis that it's been different, so-called indifference put on them. Yeah.
Dropped him.
But it's interesting playing without my arcane to prevent. Was it arcane nullifier to prevent magnetic props from draining my energy? Just how much they're still active in the game with it. But yeah, I'm glad I run with it. Like, I'd rather have that comfort of knowing, hey, I'm not going to have my energy drained than to have something else in there. So I like running with a universal build that you know, has functioning utility and, you know, good damage, survivability, yada yada yada, to so I can deploy my Warframe wherever, whenever, and you know, not have to switch builds unless it's like something extremely, you know, stressing or like it's like, okay, I need to have.
What Albrecht planned on doing with that?
Come on now. Need to have some kind of dedicated build for things. You know. All right, cool. We got that done pretty quickly. Okay, Quentin. Yeah, I think this is going to be our last mission here because, like I said, gotta pop off here. You know, jump offline. In about 15 minutes, and I wanted to go ahead and do a little tour of the dojo just to show, you know, how, you know, things are looking up for everybody in the clan. And because like I said, with you know, with you joining and, you know, a few other Tenno joining, I was like, you know, I need to go ahead and just wrap up my renovations that I did just to have everything looking nice and polished for everybody to enjoy when they visit or they trade. Like I said, the dojo, the way I got it set up, it's not necessarily done on the, you know, the visual, like, ooh, ah, you know, scale things. I have some ideas I might want to do in the future, but it's set up always initially for form and function.
Okay, I'll just rank up then.
Okay, bet, do that, because, you know, there's you know, once you get to Master Rank 25, and then of course, True Master Rank 30, you'll be receiving more, you know, a gift each time for your mastering accomplishment with clan, as a part of Clan Invictus, as well as a rank increase. Okay, got another Azure Archon shard. Cool. But yeah, it's all about form and function. But definitely, Bandito, G. Harlow, I can invite you up to the dojo. Excellent. Great. Well, let me go ahead and invite you both up there. I don't know if Quentin can join us too for a moment. Help show you all around. Let's see. I can't navigate to there from here. All right. But yeah, it's all about form and function, because when that's my devil to the details, so to speak, the way
Same here.
In the Batman animation series. Yeah, please do. This is gonna be great. Love the show. I can let me just go there and invite you just to make sure we're all good. I should be able to invite you here and then take you there too, but I'll just pop on over there. But if you saw the way in the star chart, how you see the dojo, the dojo structure, what I've done is arranged everything in such a way that everything you see within the structure of the dojo should fit in the image that we see in our star chart. So you'll see each level if you pull up your map, and there is tiered, in a tower-like manner, the way, let's see, I think this is fine. Yeah, the way the dojo structure looks in the star chart. So from the bottom all the way to the top is set up in a tower-like structure, okay? And it's all functional. All the levels are set up in a way where, welcome to Clan Invictus, fellow Tenno. Welcome. It's all set up in a way for us to view the entire structure the way it's set up. Let's see. Let me show you just real quick, just to have you see for reference. So like I said, I have all the main rooms listed as well, as far as where you can go and what you can see. So like if we go to, and we do have the fast travel system, true, but before we had the fast travel system, we had to put teleporters in every room. So if you see the way this top, very, very top map is laid out, is to my right, the watermark. And if you look at the dojo here, okay, I even looked up images for the front and back of this to see how all the levels I have would be tiered in such a way as to represent how they would fit directly in the dojo. And so from, and I do a little, little gothy, so to speak, just, a little dark and seedy, because the clan emblem, who a friend helped design, it's got the dragon and the tiger, kind of also to bring into mind the this sort of way or karma system that they have here for us. And the colors are the primary colors of black, white, and red. So yeah, in order to get the dojo to look this way, had to do the research for the colors and what have you, but it was kind of particular to get the room colors actually the way I did. It's not like the primary color I needed to leave as a default. And the reason why is because the flags you see up on the walls and what have you, and we can actually add other flags from our decorations that we have options to for various different rooms. And the thing is that when you add a flag from one of the decorations, as far as a prop or something like that is concerned, the color of it doesn't change. Okay, it will always be whatever color that is. And the default color for the Tenno flags are blue. So I wanted to keep everything consistent throughout the dojo, so therefore I left the first color as a default. Okay, and then I needed to make all these other colors dark as well as the lighting, in order to get the lighting to reflect off the surfaces as black. But also to even that first color default did add various different, the default highlighting of the gray or silver, which I use also too as a representative of that white in the my clan emblem, and as far as like representing the primary colors. But like that's the reason. Thank you. But that's the reason why you'll see like this gray, silver, white, red, as far as like my typical stylings for my Warframe and
the kitty is in the basket.
Various different accents therein. So now just to give you another example, let's see. Well, so from the top here, like I said, we have. Yeah, and I'll show you that. I'll show you what I'm thinking about later, too, at the end. So, like I said, we have the dojo, because another important point, too, for me with the dojo was to make sure that whenever you look out of a skylight and you see outer space or whatever background you have, and for me, you can't you can't change what you see out of these skylights in every room. So I just leave the default aspect of the planet, but the thing is that the orientation of every room is set up for you to see from the correct point of view the planet and the stars and everything else. Because depending on how you orient a room, not all the rooms will change the orientation of what you see out of the skylight. And at one point in time, we used to have solar rail conflicts, and that's what the Orokin rooms were actually used for. But what I have just the kind of, because you actually build more than one, which was actually kind of smart during that time in case, you had to repair one between engagements. But yeah, I have two of them set up. And again, it's to kind of reflect what we see in the...
To make the whole station seem fixed in a certain point in space.
Right. And, right, you are correct. It is. And so like I said, to have everything represented in a way that reflects that point was what's up. And of course, each level had, we have to have certain rooms in order to build other rooms. And then also too, we got a whole lot of new decorations for super cool. So I added this particular room, which was really nice. Again, the orientation is in the direction of the dojo. But if you notice, there's a big gap, because on the other side is the dry dock, which, like, again, if you look at the dojo structure, you'll see the front, but there are images which also to depict the back of the dry dock. And I have teleporters set up so that, because you can just go to you can go to transport, so you see all the levels here from the quick wheel navigation, which is great. Or you can go to a transporter and see. But then also you have the quick wheel here to bring you to the dry dock, but when you use that, it tends to bring you directly to the interface for the particular thing. So having the transporter slides like this are great, as well as because then you can take yourself to any particular direction. And the way I oriented this was to have like a dry dock north, east, and west to bring you to each side of it, because I also too decided to add in some dueling stations, just for recreation. If you're in between missions, want to challenge a Tenno or whatever to a duel, you can come off to the side from the draw dock and have a nice little duel. But again, everything's set up with function and utility, not necessarily for the grandeur of the imagery, but to me, with the dark, night, just black background and the sort of seedy look to everything, it highlights the environment in a completely different, not necessarily completely, but a different way than you typically would see in someone's dojo, with this all light and bright and this, that, and the other. So to me, certain aspects of the dojo, like the fog and the imagery, all pops a different way. And I made my fog a black to, so that it wouldn't be too bright with other colors. You know what I'm saying? And that way, you kind of have more of a natural look to the whole scenario. But again, everything's functional down to the corridors, and the elevators would lead to everything. And just leaving the base, that first color default, so that the flags would look the same, it added a nice highlight to the artwork too of the environment. But as you see, like I said, I through the years, I've had to build on and redesign and to have it look functional in relationship to what the dojo structure has. Like I said, everything is functional with its corridors and what have you, and elevators, to lead you to the various different areas. So that's what's up. That's what's up. So yeah, like I said, the to fit with how the what was I going to say? What's the word I'm looking for? Dry dock was set up as the reason why I've arranged everything the way it did. And then we had these cool elements too that we could add more recently, where you could go out and view like the vista of whatever solar system or backdrop you have. Like I said, I keep the default, so you get to come out on these nice little areas here and see everything. And there's two of them in case people want to do some captures and pictures and want anybody else around. But then also to the highlight, you do have both sides of the dojo to view things with. But you can actually change that view if you wish. But again, like I have an open space east and an open space west, which correlate to the different sides. So like I said, and then like I said, so you got the different levels. Like I said, all the elevators are there to take you to whichever point that you're trying to go to. And so let's see, if you go here, so like I said, we're on level 7, which is below the observatory, and that is also to the level where we have our dry dock. Because like I said, when you look at that dojo, the observatory is kind of above what you would see what could represent the dry dock. And then, the next level below this, of course, is the main spawn in for the Grand Hall. Okay, which, because it's the main spawn, you got your trading and this, that, and the other. Got some nice little light decorations to accent things along the way of things. And, some of the main labs are off to the side. And, of course, we have the Temple of Honor in the back here with, the clan trophies. And, and as a ghost clan, it takes a whole lot more of a minimal effort to achieve the goal to get various different trophies. But in the meantime, I have a few statues up as placeholders until more statues or clan trophies for events can be placed. And we have a clan event coming up too, which will provide a new trophy. So definitely enjoyed laying all this out. And of course too, we have off to the side here 2 different trading posts for the Kuva Liches that folks can enjoy. And again, I know it looks all dark and seedy, but like I said, I like the way it makes various different environmental pieces and lighting pop, in a whole different way than you would see if things were all lit up big and pretty. And of course, there's, like I said, teleporters and everything for everybody to navigate to their point of interest very well. And energy labs, like, treasury, and what have you. And then below, And then below this is where I was able to add a lot of the other really cool decorations.
Makes the little things pop out more.
Yeah, Hollow, thank you for noticing. Yeah, that's what's up. And so this used to be because I used to have like a mountain clan. I used to have like one of the biggest clans there were, and then people phased out, got their own thing, branched off, did their own clan, joined other clans, and things came back to being a ghost clan yet again. So, and I really prefer the ghost clan, to be honest with you. It's a lot more comfortable. And like currently, I think, let's see. let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 4 more slots open on the Ghost Clan for anybody that might want to join. And though my wife doesn't play anymore, so if we needed a 5th, I'm sure she wouldn't mind bowing out until she decided to want to play, which might not be. But yeah, because it's been a minute. 1,554 days. So, but yeah, you know, we got married, had our son. You know, there's been a lot. You know, and she's the breadwinner for the most part. Very successful at her job, helped support that. You know, me being a stay-at-home dad for our son has helped a lot with that too. So, you know, very proud of her accomplishments. So it's no worries. But yeah, we've got 4 slots open definitely at the moment. But yeah, these used to be like the main hall for the different barracks. And so I had these 4 dragons facing that. But because it's no more a Ghost Clan, I just like, oh, these new runes we have, I need to really highlight them. So we had this really cool Entrati room that I was able to set up, and I love the whole portal ideas and the
My time with this clan is coming to an end, so maybe a potential member in the midst, beaming face with smiling eyes.
Oh, I'd love to have you, Bandito.
Mind joining with my main account?
Oh, please do, Harlow. Is it 2 slot? Yeah, please do. You know, like I said, all my research is done except for maybe a few colors. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't use them anyway. But yeah, everything that you could want, your heart's desire, as far as what you would want or need from the dojos or the labs are here. Like I said, form and function and having it thorough is what's up. But I like the idea of sort of creating these portals to other areas in the Orokin system or in the void. So I figured like this Entrati lab would be great. I used some props to set up. You can see the thing all the way up to the ceiling to create this portal, the representation of it. And though what you see on the map could fit within the dojo, technically once you walk through this door, this is actually a nexus to the ancient Orokin towers, okay? And I use these things to kind of represent how it's holding these corridors open. And as you notice, the decorations are different from the main structure of the dojo as a default to represent you're actually in a different realm, so to speak, or a vortex, a gateway to another place. Use these decorations to highlight what's going on here. And yeah, Harlow, if you're joining your other account, definitely send me an invite, a friend thing, and I'll hook you up with the clan invite for sure. That's what's up. And so this brings you into this ancient Orokin tower that we were able to put into our dojos. And again, to me, I wanted it all to make sense because, like, just having this in the dojo doesn't make sense. Like, it just to me. And so to have like a nexus or a gateway bringing you to some Orokin structure or tower that was once used to have other gateways to different areas, I thought was cool. And so like I had this orb here kind of representing, like, you know, how it's holding open these various different portals to the other cool little maps that we can put or that we can add to our dojo. So like this side brings you to a Deviri looking cave, and I was like, oh, this is perfect to go ahead and tie that in with what is it called again? The Dagger's Cave. That looks like it would fit in. That looks like it is from Deviri, because we have our Caliph that we can have in here. We have the lab for that research, and I was like, that would be perfect off of, you know, just Deviri Cave versus having it just off the main structure of
my main.
Okay, great. Let's see. Ah, there you are. All right, excellent. Okay, and okay, there you are. Excellent. Invite the clan. Here we go. That's what's up. Yeah. And you're who? We got a true master in the house. Oh, that's what's up. That is what's up. Yeah. Oh, love it. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Okay. Well, I might be going over a little bit, but I made sure I had some cushion for the broadcast. It's all good. But yeah, K-Blade, you are a master, a true master, and you have sort of, got Nova. Oh, look at this, look at Kaya. Oh, love it, love it. Look at the fashion, loving it. Fashion frame, faster drifter, faster operator. That looks great. I think that's an operator because you're able to use the Umbra scarf. I wish they would allow us to do that with the drifter. But yeah, that looks great. I used to rock the Umbra scarf definitely for my operator. That looks great. Love it, love it. But yes, with the fact that you are a true master, and because as you can see with my clan management and my hierarchies, from 0 to Master Rank 5, I consider them a legion. From 5 to 10, you're awakened. At level 10 to 15, Sovereign. 15 to 20, Sage. 20 to 25, Guru. Wait a minute, what is it? Bottom line, yeah. 0, Legion. Rank 5 is awakened. Here we go. Rank 10 is Sovereign. Rank 15, Sage. Rank 20, Guru. Rank 25, Enlightened. Rank 30 is Transcended. So you are a Transcended. Tenno is the way that I represent all of that. And so yes, you are Transcended. Welcome, fellow Tenno. And clan member Invictus. Like I said, I take the clan name from William Ernest Henley's poem Invictus, which referenced the, our unconquerable soul. And though our heads may be bloodied and they may be though our heads may be bloodied, they are unbowed. And again, I thought that was poignant for our clan. As I say, Invictus we are, for we are Tenno. So yes, and another thing too, let me invite you. I don't know, you do have to build the clan key, but I'm sure you've got resources for that. But there's the invite too, until the clan key is built, in case you have an issue on the resources to wait for it to, because you'd have to speed it up with platinum. So, you can just take the invite and shoot on over. But what's great is because you are a rank 30 and, you weren't here for the, promotions through time of your ascension, I always give a clan gift for, reaching your next master rank level and your next rank promotion within the clan. So, hey, I like to, where it's earned, and if it's due, I like to be generous. So, if I can. And I do have some platinum to do so, and I have resources. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're in line for 7 gifts. Well, yeah, no, not 7. My bad. 6 gifts. So yeah, so you start out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 gifts. 6. Whereas, like, whatever you want, I'm saying, I'll hook you up within reason. So, like, for example, Base Occasion, aka Quentin, he wanted I think it was Octavia Prime or something like that. So I hooked him with Octavia Prime. Sometimes Tenno would like a one of the Gemini skins, you know what I'm saying? So, or they might want just something like some Omniforma or whatever, but you'll have 6 gifts. So definitely message me up. You can message me up in game or through, let's see, what system are you on here with this account? Okay, you're on PlayStation. So yeah, you can message me up through PlayStation. I'll give you an add a friend on that. 1 second here. Yeah, so see me as a friend. Okay, there we go. Cool. Bet. And so you can message me up from PlayStation. We're good on the in-game, on the Discord too. But let me know what 6 gifts you would like to have. But back to the dojo tour and to try to wrap this up too. Like I said, through the Orokin Tower, ancient Orokin Tower, if you notice, one side has this creepy, nasty looking infested look. And I was like, oh, well, what look great over here is the infested cave. Okay, so that comes off. And then what do we have is our biolab, which takes from the infested, and so I was like, that would be perfect off of the side of the infested chamber. Oh, and like I said, so it's given like this real cool form and function to the new dojo rooms that we can have. And then on the other side brings you to another Orokin Tower, which of course the hallway brings you back to the main dojo through that gate portal and nexus there. And then, off the side here, we have yet one of the other cool rooms this portal brings you to, where you have this like this moon or asteroid sort of environment here, which look great, which of course ties right in with these ruined Orokin pieces coming off from the ancient Orokin structure. But because this has this moon type look to it, I was like, ooh, this would be perfect to go ahead and have bridge off of this another cool room, because the Grenier lend himself off all kinds of Orokin stuff, and you have this Grenier sort of hallway here leading to
how much I like this lighting.
Thank you. I took some time.
But it gives me Event Horizon vibes, especially with the infest.
Yeah, and that was an awesome movie, no doubt. And so, like, this cool, like, asteroid or environment, I thought tied well off of that other sort of open space two things. And again, I think, wait a minute, hold on, where is it? I think we can change the inside of this, too, and I don't know if I have the right background set up. Hold on. Backdrop. Okay. I don't know if I had the right one. It should just be on default. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now it's right. And wait a minute. Did it? Hold up. I'm trying to think. Because like I said, I just finished making sure everything was legit as I could get it. Like I said, added the teleporters, added the rooms. Right. This one needs the correct backdrop. My bad. There we go. Yeah. So that's how you actually change the backdrops to these rooms. They default come with, may have something selected, but then that's how you get everything to look consistent with the rest of it. But again, having this bring us to the Grenier Chem Lab, perfect with the with these Grenier style tunnels and what have you. I was like, that's what's up. So again, the colors pop. The environment just looks so ominous, seeing through the glass floors. Like, you don't typically have these elements highlighted like this when you go through these areas. So again, you could just use a teleporter and bring you right back where you want to be. So this is all on the 5th level here, and So like if we go back to the Deviri cave, an important thing over here, like I said, I had the not only just the Dagger's cave set up, but then I had these great portals leading you to the other Deviri realms. Now, I'm not going to go through there just yet because it's an odd little thing that happens, that the map levels sort of overlay themselves once you come out, but I'm going to show you that at the end so you can actually see how all the levels stack up and fit into what we see as the dojo structure, including even my little portal areas, but technically they're not within the realm, so to speak, of the actual dojo. And but yeah, like even here we have the outside looks, you can actually see before you go through the Deviri realm the planet that we would typically see. So again, all that's hooked up, and then there's two of them that we had Harbinger's Pass and we had the court. Okay, and like I said, again, I made sure that when you come out and you're looking out through, because this actually you're seeing outer space, will have you with the proper orientation to the planet that you would see, or potentially not see the planet like you do have on this side of things. So yeah, this is all on level 5. And then, we have, this greater hall here, which doesn't really have any real rooms you can offshoot from the side of it. So I just kind of had it as a cool little meditation area. I actually plan on kind of doing a few little cool decorations later. Actually, hold on. Let me think. Just to show you what's up with all that. So like they have, because I wanted to put these in, and I'm gonna put some more in maybe 1 or 2 other little spots. But for some time, I've been thinking about where to put some cool pods. To sort of like, Tenno's just going to hibernate, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Let's see. Let me move my camera here. Oops. Okay, so yeah, duplicate, right. So I was going to put some like cool little pods in this room, add some other little backdrops maybe, because the water falling thing kind of goes well. Maybe have some water falling in these types of things. This, but I got the little, kind of praying or meditating Buddha thing in this water here. But it's a good, kind of cool to represent. Let's see, we get a snap to grip on this here, so it should be falling from into the floor. So I got surface on. It's interesting here, but yeah, I'll come back and spend more time making sure that they're placed exactly where the way I may want to. Because that was the other thing too. Like, I do take care in regard to making sure that everything is well placed, centered, or aligned properly in some way, shape, or form with the decorations that are going on there, and just having it look proper. You know what I'm saying? For myself. So yeah, so I wanted to. I've been trying to think of a good place to place these sort of cryopods, and I think this is a good room to do it initially. Like I said, I think I might do like 1 or 2, maybe someplace else. But this is how you decorate
in my dojo, I made officers live in reactor rooms.
Oh, sweet. Yes. I mean, I have, as you will see as we go down to the lower levels, reactors set up, of course, to accommodate all the rooms, because you have to have everything be functional to one degree or another. And mine is, definitely 100% functional. Whereas, as you can see, I got plenty of resources for everything. Because I've done so much through the years. Just within the clan alone, I have 1,513 platinum. It's just nuts. But this is how you actually like build something if you needed to build it quickly for whatever reason. And I'm just going to do this one like this. No need to splurge. But yeah, and then you have, your completed, art piece, or what I'm looking for here. Decoration. That's the word I'm looking for. And so, like I said, it's just really cool what you can do. It's just, my props are just like through the roof with how people do their decorations for their dojos. They're just nuts. But because of the solar rail conflicts is where a lot of this came through as far as the resources I had to donate and put through. But even where there might not be a clan resource, I've got mad amounts of it. You know what I mean? Even within my personal kit, which I can donate to the dojo for whatever reason. But like, at the moment, there seems to be no need to have anybody else as, an architect or designer for anything in particular. But if somebody wanted, anybody in the clan wanted to have their own personal space, I do have a few nice little areas where they could set up their own thing, and I can give them access to doing their own decoration for that period of time that they want to decorate. And it's totally cool. I think I did something like that for one of the other clan members as well. So, so we'll let those timers do what they're going to do to go ahead and complete the construction for that. I think, what is it, 12 hours, 24 hours? Yeah, it's a day. It's just a day, and they'll be straight, and they'll be complete. But again, once they'll all look like this. So I think this is a cool little space to have them. And I mean, heck, I might even do some, have 4 more over here. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But either way, you get the idea of what, how this accommodates the concept and the idea for the month in the meantime. And then behind here, we have, another garden. I tend to have gardens and what have you on pretty much all the levels, just about, to chill out, relax, enjoy the environment, the ambiance. But, for example, I could put a private quarter room here behind there for Tenno if they'd like, or behind here, this room here. But at the moment, just to keep just the structure of things looking kind of more symmetrical is the reason why I left those rooms blank. And again, there's elevators and everything taking you to where, the next level. So this is the level 4 with the solo gardens. And then we have, level 3 here with the grandest hall, or the Great Hall, excuse me. Which is just a simple corridor. But again, they kind of you have to build up in complexity when it comes to building your dojo. This is again one of the first rooms that you have to build. But what I did was off of each side, I liked how they had these different little fall-looking rooms to these gardens. But then you had, so that's why you have this garden here leading into this room here, which has the fall leaves. As such, and then on each side there's actually a different version of the fall leaf look of things. So you have this side here too, which then has this other room. So, and then there's of course dojo sparring lab. Oh man, glad I popped in here. I forgot I did not do this room. Oh, I thought I did it. Okay, all right. Glad I popped in here. So yeah, this is how I set it up. Just go through here, and because yeah, like I said, I prepared for the cushion on time because I know these things can kind of run over a bit, and I can be a little bit of a little jibber jabberish. But yeah, I believe picking up with my son to care for him for the evening at 4:30. So that's what, so I just wanted to have a little bit more time to just chill for a second. And
I'm here for the jibber jabbit.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, jibber jabber. Yeah, it's all good. Thank you. So boom. So there you go. That's how it's set up. So I'm assuming that I may not have done any of these. Oh no, I did that one. Okay. And but yeah, this is what I have to go through to make sure everything's done properly. And but yeah, certain areas like that I didn't put a teleporter in each little dojo room because like this here says, Ladle Garden and dueling. So that there's going to be dueling off of it. So you can navigate quickly to it that way. And get to, go to one of the rooms. But like I said, I used to have a mountain clan, so having all these little dojo sparring rooms was, helped out for people that wanted to just have their own little private session, and what have you. So yeah, I did all the other rooms. I just overlooked that one particular one. So this is level 3 with the Ladle Gardens. And then when we get to our level 2 is where, we have, just, you know, the basic hall, which is just one little room. You know, I put the Naga drums in there, just some nice little light decoration. And yeah, see, I didn't run through. I'm glad I'm going through with this tour. And yeah. Like I said, trying to time, you know, like I said, a lot of big life changes going on, and you know, so I have to prioritize things, try to do what I can, and a lot of this like extra stuff like this, you know, I'm doing late at night, trying to also to make sure I get enough sleep, but you know, I'll make a little push to have things set up, looking good. And like I said, I'm just thrilled to have new members in the clan, and definitely wanted to make sure things are proper for, you know, for the whole point. And, you know, as well as I've been showing off the dojo more so, a lot more than I ever used to. And, again, I do have a nice, you know, shall I say, pride in what I've accomplished or, you know, sought to do here. But yeah, all the elevators, you know, everything leading you up or down, you know, to the different levels are there functionally. And apparently I did not run through this level because there wasn't anything that I thought I needed to. I didn't really add anything to this level. This level had already previously existed before I did a lot of redecoration to accommodate all the cool new rooms that we were able to add to the dojo. I kind of, but yeah, that was the old color scheme essentially that I used to have before I was able to do everything to get the black. And but yeah, at one point in time, a lot of these other colors weren't even available to us, so that got added on as time went on. And then too, with me being on my own for a good bit, you know, you have to do a little grind to get the colors, and you have to then focus your efforts on the point. So, you know, like I said, was able to get what I wanted to get. Now, I had some other ideas for colors and stuff, but again, when I got into tinkering with things and could see how the other colors would highlight or stand out in the rooms, when I wanted to do a dark environment, it just didn't come together well. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to that's personal decorations here I'm talking to. Oh, there it is. That's what. But like for this room, for example, to do everything again with the black was necessary, but there's a slight difference with the reactor rooms because I wanted to highlight and bold the point of the colors that are going on. And there are some subtle differences in a few rooms with the lighting to accommodate making sure that the lighting comes together properly. Like, for example, the Orokin lab or the Grenier lab, the Chem lab, you know what I'm saying? So hang on, let me see if I can, just want to make sure I remember what the color is. Oh man, I might have to, yeah. Hey, hang on one second. Let me, let me just double check and see. Like, there's no need to really have transporters here for this area because of just how it's set up. Hang on, let me go to let's go to these reactors here. So I know I did it right. So you see how you come in this room here and you see how the blue looks all super cool. I kind of forgot how I had it set up. Right, there's all black there, and then the lighting here. Right. So I did this crawler blue for the environment to highlight and to kind of bold out the blue and the way that the reactors are lighting up this area. So yeah, that's what I did. So like I said, I try to take some degree of care to the point, and or so to say, artistries of some whatever degree with the form and function of. But again, to me, to have the lighting highlight these areas in a way that's complementary. Oh, I got to do this side too. So yeah, I did not go to this level. I did not double check this level. Right. But it's all good. This gives me an opportunity to show what's up with the point. So again, we did this crawler blue here. Let me just reference my picture image real quick. Right. And then we did the black here on the lighting. And then I left this fog default instead of making it black, just to have a little bit more atmosphere to the room. And because of the fact that it's a reactor, I don't know, thought it was kind of cool just to add that little bit of difference. Now the only thing is, one of the reasons why I didn't do that more often is because, as you will see, when you go from one room to another, so like I'm here, you see how it's all dense and foggy like, but then I open the door, you see in here, it acts like it's just as foggy in that next room when it isn't. And it's not until you go into the next room that you see, oh, it's not as foggy as the other. And then when I open up this door, you can't see in that next room that it's foggier. So I prefer the consistency of the fog throughout the dojo, but at the moment I'm okay with the inconsistency that it shows when you're making a transition to have the dense fog look like this in the reactors. And I don't really come in here that often either. But to have these as private quarters is a pretty cool idea. It is a pretty cool idea. Although, like I said, I'd almost rather set up your own personal room if that's what you want to do. But, if you wanted your personal quarter to be in a reactor, I could add a reactor to an area, and have that as your personal quarters. And I mean, who knows? Like I said, I don't mind accommodating various different points. And in that room, like I said, I'd let you have access to the decorations, while you do what you want to do, and you can make it look however you want. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy your talents to how you might like. But yes,
see a Volt main living in a reactor room, lol.
Right on. Oh, that's my son trying to get in my door. He apparently is awake from his nap. My wife, his mother, is with him, so I'm gonna try not to address the point because I don't want to have him wanting to come in even more. Oh, it looks like he used the heirloom set colors there, color palette to get that flesh tone look. Beautiful. I've done that myself, or one of the looks that I've had before. Very nice. Looks great. But yeah, so yeah, I think she's got him on things. But yeah, I'll be with him in about another hour, so he'll be all right. I was kind of doing several things at the same time. Okay, we're good. So yeah, there we go. Wait a minute, I lost my sense of direction here. Okay, so we need this room. But yeah, this is the kind of care and the level of detail that I take things to in the way that I do, And so, like I said, when you see a dojo and they've got all these grand designs, they've taken decorations and merged them into things, like the time, the effort, the patience. Because let me tell you, when it comes to making sure things are arranged properly or have proper centering and alignment, ooh, it can be painstaking. Painstaking. You know, my hat is off to them on so many ways. I think I did one of those other rooms wrong. I think I added color to the fog on one of them, where I didn't need to. But the thing is a trip is that when you do, if you need to change a color, just one, even just as just one color in a room, you gotta fund all the other colors all over again. And it's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You don't get the materials back from that. Now, if you deconstruct a room, you get the materials that you use to construct a room, or to decorate the room, and any decorations therein that may get destroyed when you destroy a room. But like, if you have like multiple times where you were indecisive about how you wanted to color a room, whoo, it can add up. It can be expensive, just to get it right. And I mean, yeah, you do have, you know, the preview function, which is great. But let me tell you, from my own personal experience, that don't necessarily save you from having to redo some colors, especially if you decide to redecorate, or you're like, now that I've lived with it, I don't know. Because, like, for example, if I decide to go ahead and be like, well, I want to change this fog look to be consistent with all the other areas, I gotta refund all the colors and all the lighting all over again. So yeah, it can be costly, but you know, that's the reason why it's helpful when, you know, clan members chip in on this, that, and the other. But to me, I don't require any of that. I've been veteran at this. This is my own personal passion with this, and you know, it's wonderful that people may decide to want to enjoy it with me and appreciate what I've done. And again, like I said, I don't mind accommodating somebody's own private quarters if that's in the clan, if they want to do their own thing. And because, you know, it's here to be enjoyed for us all. But, you know, hopefully, you know, thus far, it seems like folks have been enjoying what I've done in the way of it. But, you know, like I said, you do the preview colors, you know what I'm saying, and see how it's going to be for you. But again, it's a different story once you get to living in it. And then also, too, if you decide to change your mind, to have to go through the effort. So yeah, this is what's up. This is how you decorated JoJo. This is what the effort and care one would have to go through to make it happen. And you know, because you know, I meant to have all this set up prior to this broadcast, and I wanted to have everything ready for, you know, the new clan members and what have you to enjoy. I'm putting a little rush to it, and plus too, like, certain things when it comes to to like the transporters, for example, when like, you could fund the construction and wait for it to be built, but you won't see where the transporter is in line with the rest of the transporters, or how they may scale or line up within everything. Like, so, like, if you don't have something titled right, for example.
It's good you're recording the process behind this.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
See what they get into.
Right. But like, when you do a transporter and it's displayed in this list, when it's under construction, it doesn't show up. Now, you can go into decorations and rename it so it's no big deal. But like, I tend to just rush the construction of the transporter so I can see where it's lining up, make sure that it's in a functional order, and everything looks right, versus waiting a whole freaking day to make sure that I had it correct. But again, like I said, I had the funds in here from years past to be able to take that liberty with this here. So let me just make sure we're good. Yep. And I think, hang on, because I'm talking and doing things too at the same time. Yeah. And Lord G, I kid you not trying to take things in vain. Look, I tell you, having your pet run around with you when you decorating, they will get in the way. So, player tip, go into your arsenal and tell your pet goodbye. Okay, just unequip your pet while you're running around redecorating, because let me tell you, they'll get in the way and you be like, get out the way, like move, like come on. So I did the elevator corridors. And that can be frustrating. I mean, of course, even your own Warframe or Drifter, if that's what you're running around as, can get in the way too. But yeah, the pets, you're notorious for getting in the way. See where it's standing right there? So if I wanted to put something over there, you get the red, and you be like, get out the way. Shoot. Now, of course, if you have a companion, one of the synthetic flying companions or something like that, that's not going to get in your way. Not most likely. But yeah, definitely any of the animal type pets, they will, get in your way. So unequip them from the arsenal before you start doing some major decorations. That's if you want to just, avoid the issue, but it's still not a problem, because you can just, move your character and they'll follow you to wherever point you need to be in.
Sounds good.
Right.
Warframe are a little too realistic at times, faced with tears of joy.
Yeah, they did a real good job with them. Only problem is like, over the years, to improve things, and then the lighting too, and the textures and what have you, the improvements tend to lead to the need for more improvements. So like the Kubrows right now, I think they need to do another pass on the color palettes, because you can't get a white Kubrow anymore, or a white, I think the Kavats are okay, but definitely the fur, because they improved the fur for the Kubrows and its texture, which looks great. I can't get a white fur anymore. Like it comes out light silver or light gray, and I liked running with that whole black, white, red look kind of thing to it. And plus two, back in the day, I was enamored with the look of the big Huros, the athletic male Huros that you see in the imagery of the Howl of the Kubrow quest when you go to it. So that's the reason why I have a athletic male, or normal as they call it, male, because there's a dimorphic body shape to the males and the females. The females have fluffier bits around them and what have you, around the fur, around the legs. But I wanted my lotus symbol to be white, but this is as white as I can get it. You know what I'm saying? To have the lotus emblem fur pattern stand out the way it is. It's cool. It works. I'm not crying about it. But again, like if you want to do white fur, you can't do it right now, because like I said, I feel like they need to do another balance pass on it, because I can't imagine that they wouldn't want you to have a white pet, fur on your pet or whatever it is. So like I said, Warframe, they've done everything from scratch, from the ground up on their own, which is just highly commendable. So, to give them a little bit more grace as far as, getting things together, working out the bugs, working out the kinks, you got to. I mean, they were behind the original design for Real Engine 5. I mean, Real Engine, the framework for it, from the beginning. So like, what they do and the knowledge base that they had to pull from is just huge. I mean, like I said, I can't knock it. I mean, yeah, grant you, there's been some times where something ain't right, and I'm like, yeah, can you fix this, please? You know, whoops, I did that wrong. But, you know, and like I remember back in the day, there was an issue with one of the mods, because this was before a lot of changes. I had a real cool, for me anyway, deflection and parry setup for my build, and like there was some quirk, there was some point of it that wasn't quite right or had a bug. I can't remember what it was, but I even submitted a help ticket for it, but they didn't do anything about it. But that was because I mean, in hindsight, I believe it was because they had plans to phase it out and to change it. So it's like, why waste the resources on the point? So yeah, I mean, it's interesting what has happened through the years with all that they've done, and how like they'll make a change or an improvement here, but then it feeds the need to have yet another improvement made that wasn't necessarily a part of the previous improvement that they made. So yeah, it's like I said, for the most part, I've noticed the community being pretty cool with, you know, their patience with DE and making it all happen. And, you know, so, and, you know, and Digital Extremes is like exceptionally constructive. I mean, you know, the devs are exceptionally constructive with criticism and critical points or thought to what they do, as long as you don't take it too far. And because there's been some people that take the point of what may not be correct or may not be right in some way, shape, or form in their opinion, or maybe in everybody's opinion, and they just come at it in some wrong ways and have gotten their accounts blocked and banned. But like I said, the way they were kind of coming out, it was like more than just critical, you know, or critique, or just a basic criticism, or, you know, and it was going in the direction of slander. I mean, in my opinion, you know, and it's also too, it's like, depending on how they were coming at it and how far they took it, is like DE, it's hard for me not to respect the opinion. Like, well, if you don't like it, we're going to help you with the point. You don't have to play it no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Goodbye. You know, like, you're just not welcome. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they do have the right to do that. And grant you, you know, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, in my hearts of hearts, I would be like, for me, I'd be like, whatever. Think whatever the fuck you gonna think. Like, look here, we're doing our best. You know what I'm saying? We're doing is what we can. Appreciate the criticism, but we're not even gonna pay no attention to you no more. And just let them be. I wouldn't necessarily just, you know, remove their access to their account and the investment therein, because they're still playing the game, and there is definitely a popular notion, which we all know works, that there's no such thing as bad publicity. So it's like, even in their critique, or even in their slander or borderline slander, however you might want to look at it, they're still, you know, advertisement marketing for the game, whereas you know, DE in and of itself can still benefit. But then again, depending on the manner of it and how it's coming through, and it can potentially hurt the circumstance as well, where people are like, I ain't gonna mess with that game, because it's just like, nah. They make sure that the game is functional. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, and so yeah, there may be a hang up here or there. But again, I'm not being paid by DE. I'm not an official content creator, though I would like to petition myself as one, but I'm not saying any of that on behalf of the point to it. I mean, this is my sincere, honest opinion, because like I said, I give credit where credit's due. I'll let you know if something ain't cool, you know what I'm saying, on the other side of because like I said, to me, it's equal billing. There's good credit, there's credit for what's good, there's credit for what ain't right, or ain't cool, however you might want to, you know, articulate that point. And I don't mind being honest about it, and more often than not, I have a blend of humor even in my critique or sarcasm or whatever, it's I have a degree of levity to the point, because again, it's all about, do as you will, and hopefully everybody's consenting with the point. And but your right might be my wrong, your wrong might be my right, and vice versa. But if we respect that, we can get along. And so that's my element of respecting the point to what anybody will do, include D and how they conduct themselves with their improvements and what bugs they may have, what glitches and stuff. But like, I'm just saying, like, from Steve on down, like, and it's just amazing how they articulate the point, they voice it, every step away, like, thank you for your critique. And yeah, we're going to listen to it. Yeah, it may not feel good to hear it, because it's, their baby, and, they take a lot of pride in what they do, and they can't do everything at once. But they're like, yeah, we're listening. We're listening. And that's huge. Like, I can't recall another gaming developer to be as constructive as they are, as well as also to take action in the way that they do. So my hat's off to them all the way. But I think we're done here. I believe I got the last one or two levels all straight. But yeah, this is the care and consideration that I take. And then, of course, like I said, if you see certain dojos that are just phenomenal, the level of time, the care, the dedication, the resources, oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I mean, to me, I think certain Tenno could go into a business, be good if they kept it limited within the game, maybe a form of trade, platinum, I don't know. They could join someone's clan and then have access to the decorations, and they could trade them like a simple bullshit mod like ammo drum or something, and here's some platinum for your work. Thank you. And give them access, join the clan temporarily, access to the dojo decorations. Once they're done, maybe they might give them an advance to what's going on here, to their project. After it's done, they give them, the full amount to what's going on. And, of course, the clan, oh, nice. Ah, it's a nice glyphs. Oh, very nice. After the commission is done, they pay the balance, have some proper real world business ethics to it. And, of course, if they don't come through, then their reputation is tarnished. The clan's reputation is tarnished. And whoever's doing the business of the decorating can go ahead and have some nice little pages set up on the social, and then list their clients, and then also to how well that business engagement went. And people will then know, oh, okay, that clan's on the up and up. That's all legit. Oh, wow, they did that clan. Ooh, like it could work. It could work. I know that requires more time than I'd have to give to it, and like my creativity doesn't extend in the direction of what a lot of folks can do. Like I'm good with recombinating things. I'm good with creating form and function of stuff, or copying what I see directly, but like just conceiving of certain things the way certain Tenno will do when it comes to their dojos is just phenomenal. I mean, to me, I'm not bullshitting. Like, I'm blown away. It's super cool. So, like I said, this level here just has some extra reactors that are conveniently placed, but also to tiered it down in a narrower way to accommodate the way the dojo structure looks from the outside. But then, when we get to the lower level, there'll be another virtual type space, which technically isn't as large as what you see it as, kind of like
I've seen a dojo recreate the main entrance to the Raccoon City Police Department.
Right. I mean, phenomenal. Like, I'll do a little pop-up to one of the sponsored, so to say, because, you know, with DU will honor various different Tenno and their dojos and how well they've, you know, decorated their dojo. So you have some featured dojos that you can go to enjoy their environment. And I'll pop over to one real quick just to show the point of just how just phenomenal.
The Resident Evil dojo. That's
right. Yeah, they're all cool. I mean, like, and I'm not knocking it. You know, do what you do. I mean, for me personally, like I said, that shit don't make sense. Like I'm like, like we in Warframe, like it just don't add up for my head canon. But that's just me. But again, I'm not knocking what they do to appreciate what they do for how they do it. And I can go there and chill, and it's not like I'm like, you know, I'm not bitching about it. But like I said, for me and my personal headcanon, as you see the way, you know, headcanon meaning the way I incorporate the myth and lore, the universe of what Warframe brings, it don't make sense. Like, you know, I've seen some impressive like Gundam style stuff in games. I've seen you know, just all kinds of things that you can imagine from different universes of things in it, and it's like, it looks great, it's grand, but it don't add up with the headcanon. Like, say if Quentin decided to want to do a Bionicle room for his private quarters, like he wanted to take the time to figure out some kind of way to create or
I do like the thought process, though.
Right, yes.
Close to lore and everything.
Right. I appreciate, yeah. And I mean, even still, the thought process, too, with what other folks do is cool. Because like I'm saying, it's like if Quentin decided to want to do like a Bionicle themed kind of room or whatever, but also, too, because there's elements within Warframe's lore and canon which could possibly incorporate a Bionicle concept. To me, that makes sense. That makes sense. Even within my headcanon, it's just that Warframe has not explored that potential yet. And I mean, one could even say that about the Gundams too, or Raccoon City or whatever. It's like there's still perhaps some remnant or trace of that ancient Earth history and that ancient Earth past, especially seeing that we got 1999 now, right? That the Tenno have.
Then I would be similar to Kaya.
Right. You know, because Kaya's figured out ways to time travel now with her portal. See, here's an example where I don't have something right with how this transport is laid out. So, right. So 9 out of 10. Let me see. 9 out of 10, I bet you it's the spelling. Wait a minute. Because if I did a L and a lowercase v, it would reshuffle. Oh, no. We're good. I'm not looking. This is Sub-Zero level 3. Oh, okay, no, I'm good. So you have level 1 with the reactors, and then I remember when I did the redecoration, I had to build down further. And so I was like, okay, let me do sub-levels. So that's all right. So this is sub-level 3, and then level 1 would be after that. Okay. So we're good. So we've got like another garden here, and we have dojos here on this sub-level. Leading us further down, and then we have this. I needed to, because like when we get down there, you see what I'm talking about. You have these virtual. This is just a elevator corridor to make everything functional with these elevators, as if there's a big gap in the structure where there isn't anything. Because let me show you. Let me go down here. When we go down to this level here. You see these big virtual spaces where we can have these obstacle courses. So we have 2 different obstacle courses, which are virtual spaces. They're not in my opinion, not technically this big because it's virtual. It's kind of like a Star Trek holodeck. So, but you could theorize that they could fit into the dojo structure the way I have it set up. Technically, for me, my head canon, in a way that it narrows this from right here is about the expanse of the room. All this out here really is just virtual space, because you can actually go in here and build your own obstacle course, okay, and which is cool. And then on the other side you have another. I will
say, if I was a Warframe, I would want to be that one Warframe that would refuse any operator or drifter that would try to control me.
Well, of course, there's already Stalker's one of them, if I'm not mistaken. There's that's been the case. Yeah, for no doubt. But yeah, so I have two obstacle courses that you can construct or build your own type thing. So like, so you can have, races and stuff like that on these things. So it's two different types that you can use to construct your own obstacle courses with. But because of the virtual space, because it's so huge, see how tall it goes? Like, you can't put a room above this room a certain way. So I needed to build that other corridor to have it functional and not wind up having to build out sideways in some awkward manner or whatever. So then down here are the prefab obstacle courses. All right. So, where you can go ahead and train and practice your parkour. You can practice, and compete against other Tenno and what have you. So I have two of them set up in case, there's more than one Tenno that wants to use the obstacle course room. So like I said, I got a lot of nice conveniences that are functional for a ghost clan, or even a clan that was even bigger. But so, folks have, you got what you got. I mean, a lot of... like I said, try to make it convenient, try to make it functional and enjoyable. And then we had this very, very tiny bottom level with more reactors, because, again, you have to have a certain amount of energy flowing through your dojo in order to have all the rooms that you may want to have. So, yeah, that concludes our dojo tour. And it was good that I did it, because I needed to check to make sure that... everything was looking good. So yeah, like I said, when we go through these Deviri spots here, as you can see, again, this is a portal to another realm. And that's not technically in my dojo, especially the way I have it set up and the way it looks. But it's just absolutely gorgeous, the kind of environments we get to have within the dojo. And then, of course, you can actually change the backdrops to these areas as well. I think for this one I have Joy. I think I have Joy set up for both of them. But either way, you'll see when we come through and I pull up my map, it overlays the entire dojo structure. I think this is a bug, but you can see how you see every single level in my dojo, the way it stacks and descends down, and even those other virtual areas off to the side, but even still, it looks like it can fit within the structure. You see the portals that lead off to the other realms within there. But again, and then you have the observation room, and you have the dry dock. For your railjack, like I said, it all is functional and sound, in my opinion, as best as I could lay things out within the dojo. But yeah, it's kind of cool and a little awkward too if you were trying to navigate with this with your overlay once you leave. But yeah, so like if we go over to. I have seen it fix itself, but I haven't paid attention as to why or how it may. But, so you go to the other pass, you've got, the Zeraman 10-0 in the background. I have Joy over here as well. Like I said, it's just, me is in relationship to the, what did you do? What did you think? What did you enjoy? And plus, it was absolutely beautiful. but yeah, I've done some various different footage that I've compiled together, like when I did my role play of how this other potential author came into the reality of our Warframe universe. He first appeared here, and then navigated his way to Teshin's cave, and then called upon the Drifter. And like I said, I spliced together imagery so that when he did this, the Drifter appeared, because one cool thing is that you can the Drifter can actually utilize the emotes, which is a trip, but you can't do it here, which is a trip. But if you hey everybody, I'm about to go ahead and leave the dojo. Oh, well, actually I can go to navigation and do it, but I don't think it's going to take you with me. But again, thank you all for joining me for the dojo tour and everything. I'm going to show something real quick, and then is this where we? Yeah. Gotta go to the Dharma zone. I don't know if y'all can come with me. Come on with me. Or you can stay, enjoy the dojo. I don't know if it'll let you, but you can stay there as long as you like. But yeah, when you go to
well, goodbye everyone.
All right, Quentin, you take care. Definitely. Thank you for coming through. When you go through to oops, this is the Dharma zone quote. But yeah, and here I have like these cool setups of my other potential. They're part of his team. This is the other potential Kaya that was with Arthur. This other potential author. Here's the other potential. Help me out here. Aoi. Oi. I know I'm messing up the pronunciation. Forgive me. But yeah, that's the other potential Aoi with some red hair. And the other potential Letty here. And they're part of this Black Watch team that I've sort of set up here. And the other potential Eleanor with, as you see, the heirloom skin as a heightened aspect of her control over the infestation. So yeah, so it's just mad cool. Different hair colors too to represent their age and just the difference of their potentiality. But yeah, they're all way older than any of the other ones that the default proto frames that you see. But again, to this element that we can sort of where am I going? Here we go. Where the Drifter can use the emote is only in this. I think you can do the other versions of the story too, the viewer experience too. I haven't really messed with it, but like when I was doing my my footage to create this sort of role play for my Hex Saga and how my other potential author came to be. When you're in this cave here with your Drifter, I can utilize this backdrop of the Warframes to the point. Hang on, let me just choose a decree.
The years weigh a little.
I've got Teshin in the background for it, but did you see here how you can utilize the emotes for your Drifter, which is solely cool. And so, like, I had, I used, the Capturer for Teshin's cave, and then I used to show the Warframe. Actually used the emote, and then I came here on a solo tip and then used the emote and then blended the images together for you to see this as if I'm gonna head out, folks, to like I said, about to wrap up the broadcast, but I'm glad you all joined me. Thank you. To blend the footage together to make it look like my Warframe threw down the sword and called upon the Drifter to bring, you know, well, no, he called upon his other, right. What I did was I used the capturer to set it up like this author, and I called upon the author of this timeline in Deviri, okay, which was the default, our default author, you know what I'm saying? And I used the this look here without the backpack to make it look like our default author was called to Teshin's cave by, you know, this other potential author. And then I used the what is it, attachments, right, I used this time etheria, right, this temporal ephemera around him to make it look like he was still displaced out of time and in space, and he still needed to be stabilized within our time stream or framework of Warframe's universe. And like I said, then he called upon this other author, our default author, who could then call on the Drifter. You see what I'm saying? To get them out of Deviri. And like I said, the way I spliced the footage together, it all came, to me, I think it came together well. It's on the channel. You know, I'll link it in the description real quick. But like I said, this, so you can come here and play with the emotes here too. And I don't know, can we, I don't know. Hold on. Right. You can't access the Drifter thing here. Like I said, it's only in the Deviri experience that you can do that. But you can activate, of course, the emotes here and do whatever. And so, like I said, I did that to call upon the other author. And one of the cool things is that I've shown this before here within the arsenal. If you equip a Gemini skin in each one of your presets, okay, and then you use the Gemini emote, this is in game, this is anywhere in the game, it will actually call upon the default version of author.
Allons-y.
See, this is a default version of author. This is not my customized version of author. See, look at the customizations. And this, you will only get out of this here is if you change an instance. If you use the emote, he's stuck. And so it's kind of worked perfectly with my role player things. And I think this is a happy accident, and I pray DE doesn't take it away, how we can have this versatility with our role player things. Matter of fact, I wish they'd make it purposeful for us to be able to do this. And so, like I said, the only other way is to get out of this is to change instances in some shape or form. Even if it's in one mission, you can change instances, for example, or go to your arsenal and then it will come back to what it's supposed to be. But like I said, what you saw there was not what I have here. That author will have it'll have a default stance. More often than not, it would either be none or be the first available there. Default colors, the whole nine. It's in my opinion, in roleplay, it's the default author that you see as an NPC, which is super cool. And like I said, it worked really well with my roleplay of everything to create my little Hex saga and to kind of create a cool little headcanon way of having this other potential author in our universe of things, but in a different fashion than what you see with the Drifter and the Operator, because he could coexist in the same instance of time and space with the default author. You know, so like I said, just an interesting thing. Like it came together really well, I think. And let me see here. I will go ahead and put a link to that video real quick. But like I said, the manner in which you can role play in Warframe is just super, super dope. I mean, it is just off the chain with what you can do.
How did I end up in Duvry?
Because you accompanied me when I was trying to demonstrate how the only place you can use the Gemini emote, and you got sucked there by mistake. You know, but yeah, you go ahead and dip on out. But thank you for joining me with it. But yeah, again, this has been great. I appreciate everybody taking the time and care and consideration to enjoy my storytelling of things and how I use my headcanon, as it's been called, to incorporate Warframe's lore in my gameplay. But yeah, I'll put this link up in the chat there for the Hex Saga, and please do look. I mean, it's like basically it's a little movie essentially that I tried to put together. Combining the
Hex Saga role-playing experience Warframe and 1999 https://youtube.be/or3digito. Enjoyed the dojo tour.
Thank you. But yeah, the Hex Saga, thank you for joining me. It's been a pleasure. The Hex Saga involves the Lotus Eaters, the Hex Quest, as well as the Hex Quest finale that you get once you know them. And after the initial Hex Quest, when the Drifter slams his fist down to reset time, that event, that burst of energy resonated throughout existence, and that's when the moment happened where the other potential author came into existence. And I tried to do my best. I mean, I've had some video editing experience. I used to work for a video duplication service, so I've had some video editing experience. And also too, Sony has a great application. I'm trying to remember exactly what it's called. Share Factory. Share Factory has some really cool video editing tools and software. It's just great, and it's free. Where I was able to splice together all the imagery and have it come together well. But like I said, please do enjoy it. I enjoyed going through the project as well, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I incorporated the whole point of knowing the Hex members to accomplish what was needed. But like I said, here's that quest 2 that I mentioned earlier. That, like I said, I got enamored with the normal body type of the Kubrow here. And I mean, most people like the bulky. I get it. They're badass. But the fact that you have to actually spend extra time and effort to breed a normal Huros or athletic build Huros, to get either a male or a female, and then to get one at a giant size, or the was a term someone said to me the other day, how they reference them, the omega size, I think they might call it that. I can't remember, but basically it's the largest size of a Huros that you can get. Takes time. Omega. Thank you, Bandito. Yes, the Omega size, it takes time and effort, especially if it's a normal male size. And then on top of that, with the elements of hang on.
Rest.
I like parking the Warframe like this, or the Proto Frame, and they should have autonomy. They should be moving around in the ship. They really should be. It's creepy the way they stand there. But anyway, when you see the ears at the top like that, that's Omega. And you could have one just slightly below that too. They have a lot of size ranges to the Kubrows. But again, one of my gifts to clan members, and again, Vivian Harlow, because you're rank 30, your top pinnacle, you get the full roster as far as clan gifts. And of course, I have Lotus Prince for any of the breeds of Kubrow. Any of them. Now, it might not have the body type that you might be looking for, but if you want a Lotus Huros, That was my breeding specialty. I have a Lotus Huros of every body type that you can think of. Bulky, skinny, normal body type with the Lotus print. Now, like the Chessas and, any of the other types of Kubrow, I have a Lotus print in them too, but it might not be a body type that might be your preference. I'm not sure. But again, I have, like I said, this is a Lotus print. And what I do with that, if we do a trade of a Kubrow blueprint, what I ask is this. Okay, you go ahead and you get what you need to create a blueprint, an imprint. So once you breed it, you get what you're looking for. You get what you want, which should be exactly what's seen, unless you want to rebreed it to get a certain size. If you want some size variation to it, hold on to it for a second, breed it a couple of times, have some little ones, have some big ones, whatever.
You need to copy back.
Right. Yes, exactly. Just give me exactly the Right. Give me both blueprints back so that another Tenno can have the benefit of that gift too. And I'm recognizing good signs of trust. There's no reason to distrust, so there's no need to apply it. But grant you, there's been a couple of clan members in the day that got kicked because they tried to be greedy. You know what I'm saying? They were like, "Oh, I can sell one of them." And act like something blah 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 and just give one of them back. No, because you need both of them in order to get to get a Lotus print. If you only use one Lotus print and the genetics from another Kubrow that is not a Lotus, you will not. The chances of you getting a Lotus print, I have no idea what they are, but it is definitely not fucking guaranteed. It's completely nowhere near fucking guaranteed. Trust it. It is not something to gamble on. And but when you trade somebody for blueprints, you want to make sure both of them have the Lotus print. They don't necessarily have to be the same, but it helps. I mean, and to me, it's best to do it that way. Both of them the same as far as the Lotus print. And then when,
breed with just one print?
You can, but you will not get a guarantee of what you're going to get. And it's more than likely 99% guaranteed. I mean, my experience, and let me tell you, see all these blueprints? I've had years of experience breeding Kubrows. Because like I said, the Lotus Huros was my thing, and I was trying for years to get a pure white one as its natural coat. Okay, and I couldn't get one. I could never. It would never give me that option. I don't even know if they have that option for you for Huros.
I never got into the breeding side of things.
The breeding is glorious. It's glorious. But yes, this is the natural coat of my Huros. This is the best that I could get was this blue. But it's pretty. It's beautiful. It's like a Lotus blue with gray. I mean, this is the natural coat of my Huros. Beautiful. It's just that I don't run with blue. But yeah, I mean, like, you want blue, you want this Huros? Hey, it's no worries. I believe I still have genetic prints for this, if I'm not mistaken. But I have a bulky blue too. That's a Lotus. Hold on, let me see. I gotta get going. So yeah, like I have multiple. What's the best way to do this? Right. So like here's yeah, so like I have some of them set up with the different skins for different looks. You know what I'm saying? So like this was like my first Lotus Huros I got. I actually bought this the blueprints off of the market, but beautiful coat. Rare. Actually, this is a rare skin tone, rare fur color too. But I've got that. Where I gift that to you. Make sure that you give me the genetic prints back. Don't play with the game. Let me tell you. Use exactly what I give you. Create the blueprint that you need from it, both of them. Trade them back. Like I said, we're just trading like an ammo drum for it. there ain't no plat, there ain't no nothing involved with this. This is a gift. So, you know, it's just a red bullshit mod. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, breed it a couple times. Get a couple of sizes first before you trade it back. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, different body types, different fur patterns. If you want to have a natural look, you know, like I said, if you want to have more than one for whatever reason, you can. To me, the Lotus Huros is exceptionally beneficial because you get to take advantage of the stealth benefits in game. It's very functional in a host of ways. You know, just as devastating on the damage, but the multitude of ways that you can use them in gameplay and combat for survivability as well as function and utility is just huge.
I think I saw something about the prints where one is for the build of Kubrow you want and the other for the pattern you want from the imprint.
No. Both blueprints need to be the same. If they are different in some kind of way, shape, or form, you're going to get a random opportunity for what you see between the two of them. Don't fuck with it. Trust me. I have never come across anything that they've done since then to change that.
I like the randomly generated factor of random incubation. Brings a bit of excitement to it.
Yeah, sure. If that's your thrill and that's what you're there for, great, right? But if you're trying to get a particular thing, don't do that. It's just my advice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, enjoy it how you will. But as far as like what I do in regard to, you know, trading the blueprints as a gift, don't do that. I'm going to ask you to definitely do that. Don't do that. Because, you know, you need to have exactly what you put in on it, and you need to make sure that you do, you know, get your incubator, so you need to build your incubator, and then you will need to have, where is it? Let's see. Come on. Where is it? Hold on. That's not it. Let me just come up with genetic. I forgot where they categorize this thing. Yeah, there it is. Genetic code template. You'll need 2 of these, and you'll need, like I said, the incubator thing. Yeah, incubator power core. All right, and you'll need whatever Kubrow egg. You'll need the Kubrow egg too. So so those 3 things you would need as far as breeding is concerned. But like I said, you only need the blueprint thing that I pointed out to you, and the incubator thing, I believe, as far as getting your blueprint, so that you can trade that back to me, so that, you know, we can honor the situation, and that these blueprints will be available for other Tenno who would like to receive that type of a gift. So yeah, Harlow, a lot of cool aspects to you, available to you. You know, doesn't seem like you need it, but if you wanted a prime weapon or a prime Warframe too, I have one of your 6 gifts. That's there too. And when
thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
I never really delved into that system.
Oh yeah. Like I said, this is where my passion's been at. You know what I'm saying? I haven't run across another breeder like myself when it comes to the Kuroses, especially of the Lotus Huros, or the Kubrow, shall we say. But you know, I'm sure they may exist. Just haven't run across them. But yeah, so like I said, Vivian Harlow, a lot of excellent gifts to you, you know, at your disposal there. Again, you know, within reason. If it's something you might learn from the market, that's plat, you know, I'll look out for it. If it goes to a certain price range, we might combine 2 gifts. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 to make it all, you know, work out and be fair to the point of the gift in my budget. But you know, if you, like I said, wanted a Warframe or a prime Warframe or a weapon of some sort, got plenty of prime parts, and like a Warframe would be a 1 gift in itself, like all the parts to build it. Or, you know, if you wanted a prime weapon, all the parts to build it would be considered 1 gift. It's not like I would separate it like that. That's lame.
I appreciate the generous opportunities.
Oh yes, my pleasure.
Nothing ludicrous of you. You're too kind.
Hey, it's not being too kind. I mean, it's just giving credit where credit's due, and and sharing the enjoyment and the love and passion of it, and because it takes a considerable amount of effort to do what we do in raising our mastery rank, and and to me, I like to honor the occasion of it, with a clan rank as well, at every 5 levels of the mastery, and cement that with a nice memorial and gift to it, something you can look back on and be like, hey, I reached that whatever clan rank, and clan Invictus honored it, and Wadidja was like, congratulations. Just, I don't know, it's something that I would like if I was in a clan and somebody was like, hey, that's what's up, you're now at this rank and we want to honor the point of you and your accomplishment. So I give what I would like to receive, even if the point of receiving it is not there for me to have. So that's what's up. It's not, but yeah, I mean, not too kind. Trust me, I am not. Because I like to say I'm an appropriate amount within the goodwill of myself and what I would like to receive from others. But yeah, I mean, some people make that mistake, man. They be like, oh, you're too kind, you're too good to be true. Like,
I respect
trust me, I'm not. Right on. Appreciate you. Yes. I mean, because I've gone through a lot in my life where I've had to draw the line, because I do maintain proper boundaries, trust it. And that respect of your right might be my wrong, my wrong might be your right, however that is, like, we can respect that, we get along. But if you're not maintaining proper boundaries of it, that's when the respect gets lost. That's when people get taken advantage of. That's where things, what was put out as kindness or niceness or generosity can get twisted and corrupted, by either the individual giving it or by somebody else. And it's like, no. That ain't my bag at all. And I mean, I've had situations in life where I've had to check it quick, like. But nevertheless, though, I mean, like I said, I'm fairly agreeable with a lot. I mean, as you can see with my mentality on things, I'm not disagreeable, but again, I have my boundaries, and I respect other people's boundaries, and I'm not an antagonist. So yeah, that's what's up with that. But yeah, it's that time now, so I'm a bid you all farewell. We continue conversations and on the Discord. The links are there, and it's been an absolute pleasure. So thank you all again. I'm going to go ahead to do a little revolve around and go ahead and close it out and go spend some time with my son and close out our evening.
Good rest of your day, folks.
Yes, you too. Thank you. But yes, thank you all for viewing. Take care and enjoy.
Thank you for viewing. I'll be lurking in Discord. I enjoyed the stream, Wadidja.
Yes, so did I. Thank you. Look forward to it.